We like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
Ever see people move an umbrella at a tailgate to cover the beer coolers? Or fill their only sink in a hotel room with ice? It's actually kind of crazy the lengths people will go to make sure their beer is ice cold. But no matter what people do, one thing is pretty clear. Because it's not a beer unless it's a cold beer. That's why the Coors Light Mountains turn blue. To tell you when your beer is as cold as the Rockies. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Coors Brewing Company. Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Hyundai gives you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. It includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, plus 24/7 roadside assistance. That's peace of mind from Hyundai. And these days, that's priceless.
Right now, for a limited time, lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month or get $2,000 bonus cash. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Hurry, offers end July 6th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Right now, there's a real demand for experienced brick and block layers. You can earn up to $55.10 an hour, plus full family health care, dental, vision, a pension, and annual pay increases. This isn't just a job, it's a future. Work on high-profile projects like OC5, sports stadiums, and schools you'll be proud to say you built. Join the International Union of Bricklayers and Allied Craftsmen Local 4. Call 626-739-5600 or visit BAC4CA.org. Become a part of the best hands in the business.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Rich Eisen here with some advice. If high-interest credit card debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same-day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Wednesday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Wednesday, the 17th of June, 2026. The Hall of Famers are here. By the way, Mason and Ireland are the longest-running talk radio duo in Los Angeles, which makes me wonder, there's a 30 for 30 about June 17th, 1994. Remember what happened that day in Southern California and in the sports world?
The presumed vehicle of O.J. Simpson is still traveling very slowly northbound along the 5 freeway.
I'm sure the guys will talk about that. Were they on the air yet in 1994? If not, they were just about to be, I think. We'll talk Dodgers baseball today. We'll talk Lakers offseason as the biggest offseason in Lakers history is underway, almost, as we get ready for the NBA draft next week. And the World Cup, Jack. Plus, fun and frivolity, you know how we do.
Dipsy-doo between the legs. I get out of the shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap.
Producer Emily's here. Producer Brian Cohen. The social team in the back, and you.
Yeah. Beef stew's coming back soon, I think.
Yeah.
So with that said, let's get this show on the road.
Let's do it.
What they call me is a cornhole savant.
The biggest show on the radio.
And then I suck on the tap.
I am personally a smooth guy.
No. Mason and Ireland. Your Wednesday afternoon right now.
Buster!
Bye!
is going on? Big Wednesday here.
By the way, Morales in that open there just pulled a Mason.
What did he do?
You have, for the last, I don't know, probably 12 years, declared it the biggest Lakers offseason in history.
But this is.
But you do it every year.
Right, but this really, because they have the third most salary cap space.
Right.
This really is.
Well, but you say
really is.
What you just said, you literally say every year.
Find me the tape. I don't think I ever said it. I don't think I ever said that.
It's on the tape.
It's on the tape.
I got a Pepe story for you when we get going here, too. You talk about, like, 2 days ago, the World Cup was a bunch of ties.
Yes.
And then yesterday, all the stars came out.
Stars
Who's your dude for Norway?
Erling Haaland. Maybe the best striker in the tournament.
Is today the day we have Mario on? Mario Ruiz?
2:30.
All right, so I'm going to ask Mario. I think if we did a draft of all the players, I might take that Haaland first.
Probably Mbappe first.
Well, Mbappe had 2 goals.
He had 2.
Haaland had 2 goals, and then Messi had 3.
And Ronaldo had 0 this morning.
Well, Ronaldo's old. He's 41.
Yeah, so is Messi.
So is Messi, yeah.
Messi turns 39 next week.
So 2 years younger than it's so different.
Yeah. It is different, by the way. When you get to those
Ronaldo
years, the years get bigger as you go along. Yeah, Ronaldo probably is washed.
Here's my, Pepe knows more about the World Cup than I'll ever learn.
Yes.
Here's the text. We have a text chain with all the Laker announcers. Mm-hmm. It's me, Michael, Stu, Billy, Trudell, Pepe, everybody. So Pepe sends a picture of when Messi tripped that guy from Algeria, and Pepe says, that's a red card for Messi, or at least a yellow. And I write back to him, you want Messi to be ejected? Did you want Wemby ejected too? Good refs manage the games. Yellow, maybe. But red, the refs would be killed.
Yeah.
Red?
He could have gotten a yellow.
I will say straight reds, you need to punch somebody in the face.
Me, you need to shoot someone with a gun. It's the World Cup.
For a suspension of one of the biggest stars in the tournament would be insane.
The biggest star in the tournament. He is Michael Jordan to the World Cup. I think your boy Haaland is on the rise.
Yeah.
But in this scenario, Messi is LeBron. I mean, he's the biggest name in the game.
So I wanted to play something here. Messi, of course, had the hat trick last night for Argentina. This was the call of the goal from John Strong on Fox.
Nico Gonzalez, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi! First career World Cup hat trick ties the all-time goal-scoring record.
Okay, there you go. That's a good call, right? Here's Andres Cantor on Telemundo.
Ahí va Messi, prefiere con Nico por aquí. González para Messi. Messi, Messi, Messi. ¡Gol!
How does he hold it that long?
That is a long time to hold the goal call.
I like how he knew his first attempt at it was going too high. He needed to readjust, and then he knew he could hold it through.
He went low, and he could hold it right through.
Now, I'm going to say something as an American play-by-play announcer that I realize I'm insulting myself, but Spanish calls are way better.
Spanish calls are
fantastic. They're just better. I remember one year I won a Bob Miller Award for Call of the Year. It was some big thing that I called that was good. And then Adrian and Francisco won it for Spanish. And we played the 2 calls on our show. I remember you kept saying, Mejor de Ireland or whatever. Better than Ireland. And it was. Those guys, I mean, there's so much passion in those calls. And I think I've been trying to explain to people why I'm so into the World Cup. Because, again, I'm watching games where I don't know any players on either team.
Right.
And I'm into it.
Yep.
I think a lot of it has to do with the passion of the fans, the announcers, the passion of the world.
Yes.
I don't want – I've got big case of FOMO if I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
There's an incredible clip from this morning. So they're watching the Portugal-Congo game this morning in like a big courtyard in Portugal, like the big city center. And it's all Portuguese fans. But then when Congo ties it up at 1, there is one little section of Congo fans that are just going crazy. Like, that is what it's about. It's like you're rooting for your country. I was rooting for Congo. I wanted the upset over Portugal. It's so fun. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. And one of the things, I try to say this with the Olympics all the time, but the world gets small. Everybody's in the same thing, whether it's Iran or Iraq or Curacao or whoever it happens to, Cape Verde. I mean, everybody's in the same thing competing, and it feels like the world has something to collectively root for. Like in America, obviously, we're very polarized. The rest of the world is polarized too. All of a sudden, everybody's on the same team. Every country, everybody's rooting for their country. I think it's really powerful.
And I said this the other day, but Fox is just killing it.
Yeah.
They're just killing it. I mean, they are their announcers are great. Their pre and their post-game shows are great. Em, I know you don't like Alexi Lawless, but I do.
I love Zlatan and Henry.
Yeah.
Well, your guy on Norway,
Erling
Haaland reminds me of Zlatan.
Yeah.
Because he's big.
Yep.
He looks like a football linebacker, and you can't move him.
Yep.
And you better know where he is, or he's going to score on you.
I was going to say, like, yesterday was like watching Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and Patrick Mahomes play in the same day.
Yeah.
Because they're all
three of them delivered.
All delivered, and they're all completely different. That's the beautiful thing about soccer, is that you can be any body type, body size, body shape, and you can be incredible if you're good. So, like, Mbappe is incredibly skillful, but he's more about power and more about finesse. And I would say Erling Haaland is like a shark. He's predatory. He's very physically imposing. He will chase down every ball. We saw that with his second goal yesterday, that he chased down that goalkeeper. And he is just all in your face. He's a force. And Messi is all finesse. It's all touch.
Messi to me is Steph. He can score from anywhere.
Well, isn't his nickname the Little Wizard?
Yes.
I think they call him the Little Wizard.
I've heard, the
Little Genius.
Well, I've heard the Little Flea.
The Little Flea.
All of them little.
Yeah. All of them. We've got the first word right.
So so I'm watching Messi last night, and like I've been doing, I flip over to the Dodger game.
La Pulga is the flea. Yes.
Okay. So I flip over to the Dodger game, and I've now come over to your side on something. We used to debate. Brian, would you rather see a 9-8 baseball game or a 1-0 game?
Probably a 9-8 game. If
I've
I'm in
always
person,
I've always been you. I've always been you.
A pitcher.
That game last night was fantastic, and it took an hour and 52 minutes. It's the fastest Dodger game in 34 years. And Ohtani hit a solo home run
in the 6th inning to win it.
And they won 1-0. And I loved how quickly the game moved.
Yeah.
And I think I've come over to your side on this. I think if you give me a choice, 9-8, spend 4.5 hours at the ballpark, or 1-0 with great performances from both pitchers, spend 2 hours at the ballpark.
Yeah.
I'm going for the pitcher's
By the way, I want to mention Shohei Ohtani on the mound. They're about to start the game at Dodger Stadium,
and this is
he
the one
not
instance.
hitting
I was
today.
just going to tell you, this is the one instance where I'm okay with him not hitting. Day game after a night game, had some leg issue over the weekend.
Yeah.
Just pitch him.
Yeah.
Okay, I have
if the
a
game was
question.
at night, I would be bitching
Em has
about
an
it.
interesting question. Go ahead, Em.
So, game you said was the fastest game in 30-plus years. I believe
34 years.
Since 1982, though, at Dodger Stadium. That's the quickest game at Dodger Stadium since 1982. So, if the game's under 2 hours, should fans get a little bit of a refund? You're expecting a longer game. You're expecting like a 2.5 to 3 hour game. If it's under 2 hours, should you get a little money back?
No.
You bought a ticket for a game. You were there for the
Emily,
game. It
if
happened to be quick.
If you and I both go to Mason's old movie theater,
okay,
and you walk into Titanic, which
long
is
movie.
3 hours long,
Yep.
and I walk into a movie that lasts an hour and a half, should I get some money back?
Okay, the question, though, is what if the movie stops in the middle and I only had less than I expected? Then I get my money back.
But the game didn't
The
stop.
game was good.
The game was completed.
I don't know. I'm just thinking. It's you get a
one of
little
my
ripped off.
bosses had a great line to me once. He walked up to me, and I was doing a preseason game. It was in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And John Black comes out and goes, hey, we're resting everybody. No Shaq, no Kobe, no Fish, no Rick Fox, no Robert Horry. And my boss happened to be walking by, and he goes, John, you know what that means? And I go, no, what? He goes, no refunds. You have to be able to put up with whatever. You're buying a ticket to see what happens.
Yes.
Once the game starts, nobody can control what happens.
It just happened really fast.
Well, what about, the lack of concession sales? Come on, think of the capitalism.
That hurts the Dodgers.
That's bad for the Dodgers, right? Yeah, that's bad for the Dodgers.
Speed up the game or slow down the game.
Adam's the one person who wants to slow down the game of baseball.
One of the when I was a TV reporter in San Diego, the last game of the year was Padres at Dodgers. So my boss sends me up to Dodger Stadium, and he says, we got to make this team's they're all going different places as soon as this game is over. And he said, go up there and interview as many people before the game and make sure you do it before the game because after the game, these guys are leaving. And you remember Joe Carter?
Oh, yeah.
Indians, Blue Jays, hit the famous
home run, in the World Series.
So I'm interviewing him before the game, and I get everything I need from him. So we're going to have probably, 15 interviews in the can that we can use over the next month or so, okay, on the news. And the interview ends, I go, thanks for doing that. And he goes, good thing you got me now. And I went, why? He goes, 10:30 flight out of LAX.
Oh, wow.
And I said, Joe, this game, first pitch is at 7. He goes, why do you think I just went over to the Dodgers and said, let's make a deal to all swing at the first pitch? Both teams were not making the playoffs that year.
Right.
Everybody swung at the first pitch. 1 hour, 57 minutes. Everybody made their flights.
There you go.
Yeah. Fun games are fun. Fast games are fun.
Yeah, they are. I loved it last night.
But less hot
Ohtani,
dog.
you got a home run. They sell less merchandise, and they sell. By the way, they're doing Shaq night. I think it's Saturday. Shaq?
I know it's this week.
Shaq bobblehead night, which is very cool. And Tommy Edman will lead off for the Dodgers today. We're in the top of the first right now, but Tommy Edman will lead off for the Dodgers today, back from his first at-bats of the year after a long stretch dealing with an ankle thing, had surgery, rehabbed it, all that stuff.
Let me ask you
He's
about
playing
him.
third base today.
Okay, so I'm a big Tommy Edman fan. I'm glad he's back up there. I'm glad he's playing today. He did a minor league rehab stint.
Yes.
I think it was in Oklahoma City.
It was.
He was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I think he hit like 200, maybe 220. He just didn't hit.
Right.
Do you care if a guy's doing a rehab stint? The reason you're doing it is to ramp him up and get ready. Do you care what his stats are? Or once he's been down there for a week, regardless, bring him up? Because he's already proven himself as a major league player.
Yeah, I mean, he's part of this team. He's part of the team that won the World Championship.
The last two.
Yeah, the last two.
Wasn't he the NLCS MVP in the first one in 24?
Yes. 24, yeah. And has come through in big moments. He never puts up good numbers. I mean, I'm just looking at last year. He had a 656 OPS, 13 homers, and 49 RBIs. I mean, he is, to whatever degree,
He's an innings eater.
I can't imagine his wins above replacement are very high. But he brings a lot of intangibles. He brings a lot of leadership. He can play second base. He can play third base like he's doing today. He can play center field. He can play left field. He's exactly what the Dodgers love.
Super utility man.
Super utility guy. Exactly right. So he's at third base today. I don't know. I don't think he's an everyday player necessarily. Every day during the playoffs, but not necessarily.
I don't think they think he's an everyday player.
No, he was available yesterday. It didn't use him. He'll be out there. And we'll see. As you pointed out, he was not good at OKC in his rehab stint. Coming up next for you, LeBron. There are negotiations. There are LeBron negotiations going on. We got that coming up next for you. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet with great offers on the hottest Chevy models. It's Chris Morales. Right now, current eligible Chevy leases can upgrade to a new 2026 Chevrolet Equinox Active for just $349 a month plus tax for 36 months with $39.95 due at signing. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway and Lakewood exit in Bellflower or shop online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Equinox lease plus title, tax, license, registration, government fees, dealer time fee up to $85, and electric filing or registration fee if applicable. Lease for well-qualified lessees on approved credit through GM Financial and may require trade-in assistance eligibility. Offer at 7/6/2026. Call 866-949-4805 for full details.
Red Card penalty. Score big flavor with Waba Grill's new Red Card combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken ball, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Waba Grill.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
America's band, the Beach Boys, celebrate 250 years of the USA. Live, the Beach Boys. June 28th at the Pachanga Summit. Get reserved seats now at pachanga.com. Celebrate 250 years with America's original, the Beach Boys. Saluting 60 years of Pet Sounds.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a time out to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
First show on the radio, and it's all I listen to all day, and every day I can't wait to listen to you guys.
That is so nice. So nice, you man.
Mason and Ireland.
These guys are a whole bunch of fools.
Back to the guys.
Kendrick Lamar, it is his 39th birthday today. Happy birthday to Kendrick Lamar. LA guy.
He's only 39. He's kind of killing it.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Gigantic albums. All right. So, World Cup going on. The Scottish team has been playing in Boston, and somebody ran down this little Scottish kid who talked about getting tickets and a bunch of stuff about being in America. Listen to this.
Well, it was pretty crowded. Everyone was, watching stuff, and they were like, oh, I want to watch this for a match, and everyone was coming. It was super busy, and everyone didn't know what they were doing. People were saying about the actual match, the price dropped down, but I think they were drunk, so they got some, they bought the tickets, and it was like 800 quid. But for the fan zone, it was like...
Free? But you didn't buy any beers? You were meant to buy the beers?
No, they're not you meant to buy. You were meant to buy my Doritos. Did you get your Doritos?
Did you just say Doritos?
Yeah. Like, the actual game is like for 800 quid, but VIP is 700. And I'm like, why is that 700? That should be 800. And the actual match should be 700. It's feeling good. Everyone back home in Scotland was watching me on the telly.
I think I need that kid to do the negotiations for my World Cup tickets.
Yeah.
How many quid do you have on you
I
right
just
now?
like his voice. I like his accent.
Now, quid specifically means the pound?
Yeah, it's dollars.
It's not euro, it's the pound, right?
It's kind of similar to dollars.
Dollar.
Yes,
Okay,
basically that. And I like how he's like, someone was like, did you buy the beers? No, you were supposed to buy me the Doritos. We need subtitles for this little kid.
We absolutely do.
He's great.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Join Beto Duran next Thursday, June the 25th at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa for this summer's biggest football watch party. Experience nonstop game day energy, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and incredible food like fire-grilled asada tacos, ceviche, churros. Cheer with the entire Mercado all tournament long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. I went to see Dr. Clapper yesterday afternoon, and
fixed.
I have a bone spur in my shoulder.
Okay, so what does he recommend for that?
Well, first we're going to try a little physical therapy, and if that doesn't work, then he says he'll make 3 holes. They'll sand off the spur, and it's in and out one day, and you're fine.
What's the recovery time, though?
He said I'll be back at work the next day.
But when can you work out again?
Oh, well, that's a different question altogether. That's going to take a little
more
time.
bar muscles?
No more bar muscles. Exactly right. Now, he says that at a certain age, you're not supposed to do shoulder lifts. I guess I am at that age.
Well, if you're at that age, I'm older than you. It's a good thing I'm never doing them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Brian Windhorst was on ESPN in Cleveland yesterday.
He was on with Sedano and Cap for about an hour.
Oh, was he? Okay. Yeah. This is from yesterday. He was talking about LBJ, LeBron James, and his future.
I think LeBron's intention is to play, and I think the focus right now is making a deal with the Lakers. And right now he's allowed to negotiate with the Lakers, and I believe they are negotiating. I believe they're going back and forth. Free agency begins in 14 days. And in the next 14 days, I think he's going to try to make a deal with the Lakers. And the amount of the deal may depend on what else the Lakers might be able to do in free agency. And if in 14 days he is at an impasse with the Lakers and there is no deal there, then I think other teams like the Cavs should stand to attention. But the league, I think, generally believes that the two sides are going to come together.
And I think the two sides are going to come together. John, yesterday, and your percentages change.
Yeah. I'm now 50% Lakers, 50% other. I've taken retirement off the board.
Does that not sway you? Did what he said not sway you? The fact that they're already talking?
No.
See, I think he's coming back. I think they're going to find a number that works.
You and I have essentially changed positions.
We have changed positions.
You've been convinced this whole time he's not coming back, and I was convinced he was. Now I think it's 50-50, and you think he is coming back.
Boy, what a service he would do the Lakers if he was able to agree before the next 14 days when free agency opens.
I think you're going to have clarity either way.
That he's either coming back or not, he can't sign anywhere else until after July 1.
Yeah, I think you're going to have clarity either way. You may have clarity before the draft. The draft's on Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. That's fat. And, that raises a good question. Are we going to use our 25th pick, or are we going to trade our 25th pick?
I would trade it. I'm Les Snead. F them picks.
Yeah.
Andy Kamenetsky would try and get more picks.
Right.
But I will say, in order to get the depth of most teams in these playoffs, I know the Knicks constructed it very differently. They did not draft all their guys.
Yes.
But if you want to compete with the Spurs and the Thunder, who did basically build up their depth, like the Lakers' issue a lot of times is their depth.
Right.
I mean, you get that through the draft.
You do get that through the draft, and the Lakers have been terrible at drafting the last couple of drafts.
Can I make a point about that?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like I got years ago, I had a big argument with Sedano about this. Sedano says, well, these are professional GMs. They know what they're doing. They don't. They never have. And it's not just the Lakers can't draft. Go through any NBA draft, any of them.
Right.
Pick any year. Half the guys don't make it.
Correct.
Sometimes 2/3 of the guys don't make it.
But it's your job to get it right. And you fail your job if you wind up with Dalton Connect or THT.
Which is exactly why I would trade the picks every year.
Why not just have a better general manager like Sam Presti who nails the picks?
He doesn't always nail them.
Well, look at his roster. He nails a lot of them.
Right. But I'm saying
he's finding value where nobody else sees it.
He's the best GM in the league.
Right.
And he misses. It's a flawed process, is my argument.
It is a flawed process. But some guys can't Jerry West could evaluate talent like it was nobody's business.
He missed a lot.
How often did he miss?
A lot.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Who'd he miss on?
He missed on all sorts of people.
Really?
Is Jerry the one that drafted Javaris Crittenton?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Who looked like he was a good player.
Yeah, Javaris Crittenton. But
I think Jerry was already. Yeah, I think Jerry was already gone by then. But Jerry told me once. He said, "You can do all the work, and miss." He said it's just a hard process. So
yes.
if you accept that premise, that 67% of the players taken in the draft, maybe higher, let's say 75% of the players in the draft aren't going to hit.
Right.
Okay? 25% are. Then why wouldn't you always trade a guy you know can play in the NBA for draft picks? So that's why when you ask me, the Lakers have 25th pick, what are they going to do with it? I would trade it.
Yeah, I mean,
get somebody that can help you now.
Well, if there is something, I mean, they've got 3 first-round draft picks as assets. If they're bad at draft picks, then definitely trade it.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
but you keep saying they're bad at draft picks. My argument is almost everybody's bad at draft picks. Like,
I mean, I look at
besides Sam Presti, who would you say is a great GM?
I think Miami does a pretty good job.
Really?
Yeah, sure. They got Jaime Jaquez. We got Dalton Connect.
Celtics?
Yeah.
The Celtics have done well.
But the Celtics did something the Lakers aren't allowed to do. The Celtics tanked. They got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum in consecutive years because they were one of the worst teams in the league. But here's my argument. As good as Brad Stevens is, as good as Pat Riley is, they miss. If you get the best person in there and you miss, Sam Presti actually has too many draft picks right now. He's going to have to unload some of them.
Right.
What his philosophy is, and he's kind of backing up my theory, is the more picks I have, the more shots I have to get it right.
Correct.
So if I miss 6 times, but I get A.J. Mitchell, then nobody's going to talk about the 5 I missed on. They're only going to talk about A.J. Mitchell.
Or you pick Lonzo Ball over Jason Tatum.
Right. Well, that was magic.
Yeah, that was, again, bad pick.
Bad
pick, period. Where's Lonzo and where's Jason Tatum? Come on.
Well,
bad pick.
Both of them have gone through a lot of injuries. Do you remember who was taken first in that draft?
No.
Okay, Sam Hinkie, who Daryl Morey once told me was a genius.
Well, Sam Hinkie's no genius. Who did he take?
Markelle Fultz, who's now out of the league.
Yeah, I mean, that's a terrible pick, right?
Sam Hinkie, according to Daryl Morey, is a genius.
But is your job not to be Boston and get that pick right? Isn't that your job? Didn't Boston evaluate talent correctly and wind up with a guy that could help them for a decade?
They did, but they also missed on some guys, too. That's why I would always trade the picks.
Right. I just think your job as a general manager is to evaluate talent. And the same way you evaluate talent coming into a draft.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How many of the Knicks starters that just won the title were drafted by the Knicks?
2.
0.
Really? It wasn't Deuce?
He wasn't a starter.
Oh,
Jalen Brunson drafted by Dallas.
Well, there were only
Mikal
2 guys.
Bridges drafted by Phoenix.
There were only 2 guys
Karl
on the
Anthony
roster.
Towns drafted by Minnesota.
Yeah.
Josh Hart drafted by the Lakers.
Yeah. It's another way to do it.
It's the way to do it, in my opinion. That's my argument.
Well, the teams you're trying to beat didn't do it that way. The teams you're trying to beat in the West.
Tanked. You can't tank.
You don't have that luxury if you're the Lakers. But in the same way you evaluate talent when it comes to free agents, when it comes to trade targets, you have to also get it right when you draft. A rotation player, had they had Jaime Jaquez instead of Dalton Connect, Jaime Jaquez would have been in their rotation. He's a rotation player. Dalton Connect's a bust.
There's a rumor, and I was surprised by it, that Jaime Jaquez is going to Milwaukee in the Giannis trade if they make it.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of Giannis stuff coming up next, and we'll do that. In the meantime, man, I'm telling you, the 2026 Palisade is incredible. And it has been named, the Hyundai Palisade has been named the 2026 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year by 50 of North America's most respected automotive journalists. 3 rows, seating for 7 to 8 passengers, 3-inch dual panoramic display, wireless Apple CarPlay, all the safety features, the surround view monitor, the blind spot view monitor, all that stuff. It is loaded. The Palisade is spectacular. And maybe if you're not looking SUV, maybe you want to go like a nice sedan, like the Sonata, beautiful. I drive the Elantra Hybrid, fantastic. Maybe you want to check out the Ioniq, amazing, like driving a spaceship. I'm telling you, Hyundai has got the right ride for you. They give you America's best warranty on every new vehicle. Includes a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty and 24/7 roadside assistance. That is peace of mind from Hyundai. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealers today for more information. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This summer, the world's game takes over ESPN LA.
From international showdowns to the biggest global icons.
Headed by Ronaldo! He is a sensation!
It's the summer of soccer on ESPN LA.
Living and breathing the world's game this summer on ESPN LA.
Para Messi.
All summer long, soccer lives here.
The summer of soccer on ESPN LA.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mace.
And I'm Ireland.
After a crash, you are on the spot. You got to make the right decisions.
800-345-6789. Count the facts. Count on Jacob.
Count your options, then count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Put it in your phone. Memorize it.
Accident or injury. Call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
When you're planning your next job, options matter. Now in stock at Lowe's, get the roofing brands you trust, including GAF, Owens Corning, and CertainTeed, with more colors to choose from. Shingles and accessories are in stock and ready to go. And when you're on the clock, we help keep you on schedule. Order by 4 p.m. and get next day job site delivery on select items as early as 6:30 a.m. At Lowe's, we have your back on the job. Delivery Monday through Saturday in select zip codes, subject to availability.
Empower. Katie got a VIP box for the postseason. She worked with Empower to help her get good at money so she can be a little bad. She planned well and was able to bring the whole family.
Who wants homemade egg salad sandwiches?
Even Beth.
Horseradish? Anyone? How about some tuna on rye?
Oh, strike 3, Beth. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
I'm not that guy.
I'm not
that
guy.
picture-focused guy
anymore.
Since last night.
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10.
All right, so Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show.
Yeah, so before you play this, people always come up to me, and they're somewhat divided on Michael's poems.
Oh, yeah.
I love them.
Michael's poems.
I think they're funny.
I'm a sucker for Michael's stuff, but
they make me laugh.
But others find it corny and weird. When you heard this Jimmy Fallon poem, did it not make you think of Michael?
Oh,
this is exactly what Michael would do. So little background here. Jimmy, of course, lives and works in New York City. He's a big Knicks fan. And after the Knicks came from 29 points down, he wrote a Michael Thompson-esque poem the next day that I, again, think is really good. Some of you guys are going to think it's corny and stupid. I disagree. Here is Jimmy Fallon.
First quarter, awful. Second quarter, bad. Third quarter, better. Fourth quarter, holy crap. At the start, feeling rough. Knicks just can't score enough. Nothing's working. What a slump. Curse continues. Thank you, Trump. Knicks were down 29. We were like, this is fine. But we wouldn't take the loss T-Swift yelling, shake it off. Layup, 3-point, so much drama. Getting back at Wembanyama. 3-point free throw, crowd is jumping. Getting back tattoo of Brunson. OG Big Block tips it in. Anunoby for the win. Freak out, flip cars feel alive. New York screaming, Knicks in 5!
I like that.
Very good.
I like
very,
that. That is
very
good.
It's a little like we didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It's just like
good
listing
comp.
things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's an elevated version of a Michael Thompson poem.
Yeah.
I think it's a little. I don't think Michael's got that.
Except for the Donald Sterling poem. That Donald Sterling poem will never be topped.
That was the best.
You need to have Michael do it to a beat next, like Jimmy was.
Oh, yeah.
Keep him on
that's
time.
Good. Keep him on time. Hey, tune in tonight for the Road to the Cup on ESPN LA. Dave Denholm, Mario Ruiz, who's going to join us a little bit later on the show, bring you previews, analysis, and reaction from soccer's biggest tournament and its biggest matchups. Cheer with the entire Mercado all tournament long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. So, John, you have uncovered this gigantic 3-team trade that's just all over the place.
Okay, so this is not
with
me.
Players moving everywhere. This is a guy named Scoop B, right?
Yeah, Brandon Scoop B Robinson. He puts out a lot of NBA content.
Yeah.
And he has suggested a 3-team mega deal that would happen before Tuesday's NBA draft that, if it happened, would launch the Lakers into title contention immediately. What my question is for you, Mace, is I don't think this trade's going to happen. It's just made from the mind of Scoop B.
Correct.
But,
way to go, Scoopy.
But you tell me who says no, okay?
Yep.
Right, here's it. The trade involves the Washington Wizards, the Utah Jazz, and the Lakers, okay? The Wizards would receive the number 2 overall pick. Right now they have the number 1 overall pick. So that would be in the trade going to Utah, and that would allow Utah to select A.J. DeBonsa, the kid from BYU, who they're very high on.
Right.
They would also get the Wizards. They get the number 2 overall pick. They'd get Lauri Markkanen, Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Connect, 2030 unprotected first-round pick from the Lakers, 2032 unprotected first-round pick from the Lakers, and whatever pick swaps and other draft assets the Lakers would give them. The Lakers basically say, take any of our picks.
So essentially the valuable assets to Washington are the number 2 overall draft pick, Lauri Markkanen, and 2 Lakers draft picks.
Right. And
a first-round draft.
Vanderbilt, I think, would play for them, but, depending on what you think. Oh, here's who the Jazz get. All right, the Jazz would get the number 1 overall pick. So, in essence, they would switch spots.
Yep.
They would get Trae Young, Jake LaRavia, this year's Lakers number 1 pick, the number 25 pick, and any other pick swaps or second-round swaps that the Lakers would have left over after Washington. Okay?
Yep.
So you're saying, Ireland, you're crazy. Why would you give up all this if you're the Lakers? Here's why. Here's who the Lakers get. Anthony Davis, Ace Bailey, who's one of the bright young stars in the league, and he's only 20.
He was drafted last year, right?
Right.
Yep.
Top 5 pick last year, but he's 20. He's a long 3-and-D wing.
Yep.
2 Utah 27 second-round picks and 2 Wizards second-round picks this year. So the Lakers would give up their first-round pick this year, but they'd get 2 in the second round from the Wizards.
Right.
Who says no?
Love Ace Bailey. Do we really want to be in? I know we need a big defensive-minded, rim-protecting center, but do we want to be in the Anthony Davis business in its age 33 season? Given his injury history, if you told me, and Anthony Davis will play 50 games and be healthy for the playoffs, I'd say, sure, but nobody can guarantee that.
I don't know the answer to that question. Like, would Anthony Davis stay healthy? But your question of would I want to be in the Anthony Davis business? Yes, because in this particular lineup, How are you going to guard that team? And he is an elite defensive center.
He's fantastic.
And he gets tons of rebounds.
Right, but
when they won the title and when they won the in-season tournament, that was Anthony Davis. I mean, LeBron was the best player, but AD is the one who put him over the top. And AD's still only, 32, 31?
He'll be entering his 33 season.
He played 20 games last season.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't think he's done. I mean, and Ace Bailey is your insurance that if AD does crash and burn, you've got a 19-year-old top 5 pick who has a tremendous upside, and you're only giving up draft picks to get him? So are you saying that if I made you answer the question, who says no, you would say the Lakers?
Yeah, I would say no.
I wouldn't.
I would.
What do you?
You're also taking on a ton of money.
What? But you have it. You're sending it out because you're getting rid of Laravia, you're getting rid of Vanderbilt, you're getting rid of Connect.
But he's coming in at $58 million.
Right. But
and your other center is going to be, I don't know,
Jackson Hayes.
And by the way, you want to talk about a dead contract. He's 54, then 58, and then 27, 28, which would be his 35 season, $62 million. Is that the business you want to be in? Because you're locking yourself up for a while.
But remember, LeBron will be gone by then. So you're moving forward. It's AD and Luka with Austin.
Right. Again, if I hadn't had the e-ticket, Anthony Davis, sometimes he plays, sometimes he doesn't. He falls down a lot. He hurts himself a lot. If I didn't have that experience in a vacuum, I would say sure. But I would not do this deal if I was the Lakers. I would not take on that kind of money.
But you
want to talk about an untradeable contract.
There's no such thing.
How about Anthony Davis, 27-28 with a $63 million contract?
As you're about to find out with the De'Aaron Fox contract, there's no such thing as an untradeable contract. You can always get some. You were dumb. There's always dumber. They're always. De'Aaron Fox will be traded within the next 2 years. They'll probably have to attach a number one pick to him.
Yeah.
But
to get rid of the money.
Right. But he'll be traded.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against Anthony Davis. Obviously, was a huge part of winning a championship here in 2020. I just want, again, if you're thinking about Luka and you're thinking about 26-year-old Luka and a timeline, Anthony Davis doesn't fit that timeline.
Well, he'd be in you'd have him for his age 33, 34, and 35 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Luka's 26. Luka's, younger, and I think I want younger guys around. The Ace Bailey part of the deal, I absolutely love.
Yeah, he's your insurance.
If you told me we were getting Walker Kessler from Utah along with Ace Bailey, I would say yes. Can you do that? Can I get Walker Kessler in that deal? It's a 3-team trade. Utah's involved. Can I get Walker Kessler? Because I like Walker Kessler a lot. And granted, he's had injury problems too, but he's young. He's on the right timeline.
He missed all of last season, basically.
Right. He only played 5 games. He's an elite.
Yeah, AD played more games than Kessler.
But Kessler is young, an elite rebounder, and an elite rim protector.
But he's not Anthony Davis.
No. But he's 10 years younger than Anthony Davis. Well, it's 7 years younger than Anthony Davis. I don't think I'm betting on old. I want a young team around Luka, and in principle, Anthony Davis makes a lot of sense. They could use a guy like Anthony Davis. I just wouldn't put money on Anthony Davis and wouldn't take on that money from him. All right, coming up next for
before you go to break, Brian found the Michael Thompson Old Man Donald poem.
Okay,
that I think is as good as the one from Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
This was when Donald Sterling was basically exposed as being the league's biggest racist. Here's Michael.
Old Man Donald had a team, E-I-E-I-O. And on his team he had some blacks and V-S-T-V-N-O. With a black man here and a black man there. He said, if you're black or with a black, I don't want you to come back. Old Man Donald had a team and says, hell no, I won't go.
There
now
you go.
That's
very funny.
Comedic
that's
genius.
Very funny.
Right there.
Yeah, Michael is
and obviously none of us could have gotten away with it.
Never. Under no circumstances would that have happened. All right, coming up next for you is Icebreakers, Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
So I pull off the freeway, and there's a spot that I know. I'm not going to say the spot.
Okay.
There's people in the store getting ready to make your food, but you can't order the food from the person.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
You have to use the little kiosk at the thing.
Oh, really?
One of these enormous iPad situations that I'm completely unfamiliar with. There's 3 of them.
Yeah.
2 of them are broken. I'm like, can I just go? And she's like, no, you have to do it on here. That's the only way to do it. Nobody knows how to use this stupid machine. Now, all of a sudden, the line's 5 people deep behind me, and now I'm up there. I don't know how to use the damn machine. I'm trying to figure it out. Can't they just tell them I want a ham and cheese sandwich? No, I got to put my name in. I got to tell them I don't have a rewards thing. She's right there. Why can't I just tell her what I want?
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
The summer deals are sizzling at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. It's Bethel Duran, and you can drive the same car that I got. A 2026 Camry Hybrid for just $359 a month for 36 months plus tax. That's $359 for a brand new Camry Hybrid? Come on now, it's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Camry Hybrid model 2561 with total SRP of $39,279. Lease and purchase amount of $21,964. $29.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer doc fee of $80. Offer ends 6/30/2026.
4th of July weekend checklist. Sunscreen? Check. Snacks? Check. Road trip playlist? Check. Now, when's the last time you checked your oil? Before you hit the road, head to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, and no appointment is ever needed. Plus, they'll check your fluids, battery, wipers, and more, so you can worry less about your car and focus more on the weekend ahead. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, and road trip approved.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46. And I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka with no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
By the way, the Dodgers are up to bat, bottom of the 3rd inning. It is still 0-0, and Alex Friedland's up to bat. But Ohtani's done a good job, had some guys on base, but generally has control of the game. Here we go. And here is the update. I forgot to update you guys the score. John has 33 points. Mace, you have 19 points. Brian has 8, and the others have 5.
Month is not over.
Not
and
over.
You and I are both taking a lot of time off this month, so the others are definitely the favorites. All right, what do you got?
I was born in 1785 in Boston. My father wanted me to attend school with the clergy, but my schooling ended at age 10. And I'm in the International Swimming Hall of Fame.
Okay.
For 9 points, here are my thoughts on wine. Behold the rain which descends from heaven upon our vineyards. There it enters the roots of the vines to be changed into wine, a constant proof that God loves us and loves to see us happy.
That doesn't help me.
For 8 points.
It's a lot of words.
It's a famous quote.
Help, yeah.
For 8 points. I also once wrote a satirical essay called Fart Proudly, where I suggested we scientifically try to make farts smell better. I created the first volunteer fire department. Good?
Ben Franklin.
It is Ben Franklin!
He was born in 1785?
Oh, I must have maybe 1685. Sorry, messed that up.
Because I was thinking he couldn't have signed the Declaration of Independence if it was 17.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew he was an inventor of a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah,
How many points did I get for that?
You got 8 points.
Yeah.
You want me to read some more Ben Franklin stuff?
Sure.
So the rest of that was, I created the first volunteer fire department in America. I never legally married, but I did have a common law wife. At 16, I secretly wrote advice columns for my brother's newspaper under a pseudonym, which was Selling to Do Good. I pretended to be a middle-aged widow, where letters were incredibly popular and even earned myself several marriage proposals. He also introduced daylight savings times in a satirical essay that he didn't realize would actually become law. And he's on American currency, and he's the only founding father to have signed all 4 of the key documents established in the U.S. Declaration of Independence, Treaty of Alliance with France, the Treaty of Paris, and the United States Constitution.
All right.
All right, Icebreaker sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest source vodka from Idaho potatoes. You can check out Blue Ice's new commemorative bottle celebrating the USA's 250th birthday and the 25th anniversary of Blue Ice. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything.
I don't want to be
Wait,
I don't
are
want to
you
be
the one that said your mom bought a bottle of Blue Ice?
Yes,
Somebody told me
for
their
my
mom.
sister. Yes.
Okay, there
And
you go.
You can be an a-hole. I messed up the year. I'm sorry I messed up the year.
It threw me off because I was like, well, it can't be a founding father because it was 1785 and the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776. So I didn't even consider
How
Ben
would you like me
Franklin.
to remedy this?
Nothing. I'm just
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm just complaining.
He's just
Yes,
complaining.
I messed it up.
He just slipped into the YouTube chat
should
for a
we
second.
all
He
get
wants
2
to
points?
complain.
Yeah, no, I'm registering a formal complaint. Yellow card. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is interesting. Bill Simmons was talking about, obviously, Jalen Brunson walked away from Dallas. Nico Harrison traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers. Which was worse? Bill Simmons is asking.
The answer is most likely still no, but now it's more interesting. With Brunson winning championship finals MVP, is Dallas letting him walk now a worse decision than trading Luka?
No.
What's your case?
Nobody in the entire league forecasted this version of Brunson. And think about all of the pieces that had to be put into place for us to achieve and realize this version of Brunson.
Counter. We thought it was ridiculous in the moment that they weren't paying Brunson.
We did.
It was 4
That's
years
true.
for $55 million. They should have done it without blinking. What the are they doing?
That's right. Mismanagement. Yes. It was a colossal blunder.
The Luka trade led to Cooper Flag. What did the Brunson trade lead to? Led to eventually trading a first-round pick for Kyrie.
They made the finals after he left.
Because
That's the problem.
Brunson left, they went and traded for Kyrie. So that would be the case. I still think Luka's worse. They didn't shop the Luka trade is what made it horrible. And they didn't shop it because if it came out, their fans would have rioted. That should be alone why that's worse. Their fans weren't rioting after Jalen Brunson left, but they were upset that it was mismanaged.
They were upset.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Luka trade led to actual Dallas almost shutting down as a city. None of this was Mark Cuban's fault, though.
It's the Luka trade that is clearly still worse.
Yeah, Mark Cuban is the one who let Brunson walk. And if you ask Mark about it, he'll say he was never given a fair chance, that Brunson was going to the Knicks no matter what, and he was just using the Mavericks as a stalking horse.
Right.
That's Cuban's opinion.
Yep.
He said, I never got a chance to even engage with him. But you still had him in your building and let him leave.
Right.
I mean, if you would have signed him before he reached free agency, you would have solved that problem. Mark's legacy is not going to be great. He did win that one title with Dirk in 2012, and he's been on our show a bunch of times. But first of all, he took the money and sold to a conglomerate that doesn't care about basketball, and then they traded Luka. And then Mark let Brunson walk. He let Steve Nash walk, and then Nash won 2 MVPs in Phoenix. I don't think Mark values guards. Yeah. It's like,
although isn't Mark's job as the owner? He's a very hands-on owner, but doesn't he have basketball people helping him with this decision? It's not exclusively Mark saying, "Yeah, let Brunson walk." Yeah, I don't think it's exclusively him. He's got basketball people
I think
around
Mark
him.
is similar to Artie Moreno. He involves himself in everything, so you can't only take the credit and not take any of the blame.
Right.
His basketball people didn't want to get rid of Steve Nash. They didn't want to get rid of Jalen Brunson. They didn't want to trade Luka, but Mark was gone by then. So, like good leaders always say, it's not my fault, but it's my problem.
No, it's definitely his responsibility.
Yeah.
Just like but let me ask you this. So let's say the Lakers totally botched the summer.
Okay.
Do you say Mark Walter did a terrible job with this team this year?
It's a good question. I think Mark would say that. I think he would take the blame. But I think his people underneath would say, Mark's given us the green light to do whatever we want.
Yes.
We just missed it.
Yeah, and I think Mark Welter's strategy, I'm calling him, is to bring in the most talent evaluation, all that stuff. Like, I hope that the depth of the front office now, and now it's not just Rob, he's got a lot of help back there. I hope that their talent evaluation is just on it this summer, because this is the single most important offseason in the history of the Los Angeles Lakers franchise.
Right, Brian,
I don't want to oversell it,
Brian, just put that on a loop, and we can play it every year in June for the last 10 years.
They won't have this kind of salary cap next year. They will not have the salary cap space based on the commitments they make this year. So this is the year. They got the third most cap space of any team. Only Chicago and Brooklyn can outspend them. I would argue that this is, without question, the most important offseason for the Lakers in their entire franchise history.
Until next summer.
All right.
It's like The Bachelor with the most dramatic season in its history.
Yes.
And I would like to say I have attempted a remedy. That is a very big blunder for me about The Year Is Born. I realized I did his office as president of Philadelphia as opposed to his Year Is Born. I gave myself negative 10 points.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay with you, Mason?
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
Right.
I mean,
I apologize.
I'm totally fine. I was not making a big deal about it. I was just making a big deal about it. All right. Sports graffiti time. 877-710 ESPN. Ireland suggested it. Actually, Scoop B on Twitter suggested it. Would you want Anthony Davis back if you could get him?
I would, but I like AD.
Would you rather the Lakers just F them picks or use that pick at number 25 and get it right? World Cup talk. What did you think of the performances yesterday? Messi with the hat trick, Holland with the 2 goals, and Kylian Mbappe with 2 goals. The stars are starting to shine at the World Cup. 877-710 ESPN. That's 877-710 ESPN. Your calls coming up next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Marcus is the brains behind the operation. Wow. He's smart.
Why can't Bergie be smart too?
Bergie is smart, just not as smart as Marcus.
No, Marcus is definitely smart.
I mean, he's not going to push back on that.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
I think like Cappy and I are probably similar levels.
No? You're smarter.
Yeah, you're smarter.
Look at that.
Wait a second. How do we know this? No, he's smarter than you. Now, where are you in the smart rankings around here?
I mean, I'm not at the top.
Are we talking about everybody? Yeah, the whole
like
station.
Emily and Marcus
Emily
are pretty close. Are higher for sure.
They're up there.
But they are top 2.
Okay, and then where would you? Who's the bottom?
I would say Travis is pretty darn smart.
You're the bottom. He's
on
the bottom. Yeah,
you're
I'm the top. You're the bottom.
I'm like upper.
No, you're the bottom.
Oh, quack quack.
When you say quack quack, it tells people we did something wrong.
What did we do?
Yeah, if we don't say anything, it just goes away.
No, it doesn't.
The bottom of the rankings of smart.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Time to bench those other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter help you build a winning team. With ZipRecruiter, when you need the hire, you get the right fit for any role fast. That's because ZipRecruiter's smart matching technology starts showing your job to qualified candidates immediately. You can also apply filters and add screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can instantly unlock contact info from a roster of top candidates. That's why over 4.8 million businesses have trusted ZipRecruiter to hire, and check this out. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. No wonder ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site in the game based on G2. So, if you need to score the best, go with ZipRecruiter. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mase and Ireland. And you know it's time for Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland. This is where you call in and talk to the fellas.
877-710-ESPN.
That's right, that number is back. It's not a mistake. Big voice guy, do it one more time.
877-710-ESPN.
You get to talk to Mason and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mason and Ireland.
Rick Vega, I'm the reigning champ of the Mason and Ireland Poker Invitational.
Gregory Mendez, Port Hueneme, California.
Why do you love Mase and Ireland?
Why I love them? Because they're there every day for me. They're consistently giving out some funny takes, being goofy, and to be honest, we need it in a time like this, so I love it.
Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, hey, you people, got a couple lines open, 877-710-ESPN.
What?
Jump in here. We're talking everything going on in the NBA. John, there was a trade we were kicking around where Anthony Davis would land up back with the Lakers.
Did you F them picks?
F them picks, all that stuff. Let's start
All
out.
right, so 877-710-3776. All you people, I get at least 5 tweets or texts a week. I tried to call into Sports Graffiti and I couldn't get through. Right now, you can get through 877-710-3776.
Okay, let's start out with David in Studio City. David, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
No Anthony Davis. It's the exact same thing that Ireland's saying about players being drafted unpredictable, except we know Anthony Davis will get hurt. Unless there's another pandemic, Anthony Davis isn't going to be able to play through a playoff or play through a season. He's just, unfortunately, not a healthy player. I'd rather have a 25th pick. The Walker Kessler idea, Mason, was brilliant. Yes, a player with upside, a player who we don't know if he can play through yet, where we know Anthony Davis isn't going to play a full season and be healthy.
Yep. Thank you very much for the call.
By the way, what does he think we're getting with the 25th pick?
I don't know. Rotation player, hopefully.
Look up the last 15 25th picks. Tell me where the rotation player is.
Actually, I happen to do that, and there actually are good 25th picks.
Okay, good.
No, I mean, if they have something that they want, if they're working on a trade where it includes 3 first-round picks, I say trade it. Otherwise, I'm cool with using the pick and hoping that they get it right. Let's go to Steven in Thousand Oaks. Steven, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This one's for Johnny. This one's for Johnny I. So
yeah, man.
Your take yesterday, you were talking about how Mookie Betts, you didn't believe it was Mookie's fault for ruining the perfect game. I'm a big Johnny I take guy. I'm also a huge Travis Rogers take guy. The show before, on Monday, Travis Rogers was saying how it was Mookie's fault. I felt like Morales wasn't explaining it as well as Travis Rogers does.
Right.
So if you guys did have time, I would love if you brought it up in crosstalk to see if one of you guys can convince each other otherwise, because you guys also always have the best takes, and I'm a little torn between it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask. Travis played baseball in college at UC Santa Barbara.
He knows his Dodgers, that's for sure.
And he was a pitcher.
Yeah.
So he would probably have more background on this than I would.
877-710-ESPN. Let's go to Fred in Boyle Heights. Hi, Fred. What's up, man?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, Ireland, Mason, that commerce on Thursday was beautiful.
Great to see you out there, man.
Pepe, yeah, Andy, and then second of all, how about Anthony Davis? I don't know, man. Do you think he still wants to play with us after what we did to him? And then the third is go USA!
Yeah.
All right. So would he still want to play with us after we traded him?
Well, he's in Washington now.
Right. So that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Who wants to play for the Wizards? The second thing is, I've heard him talk about this.
Yeah.
He says he would have traded himself for Luka.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He goes, I can't believe that Luka was available.
Right.
And I totally understand it. So I don't think.
So you don't think he'd hold a grudge?
No, but again, this is a Brandon Robinson made up for. This is not happening.
This is hypothetical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 877-710-ESPN. Let's go to Cameron in Lake Forest. Hi, Cameron. What's up, man?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Cameron.
Hey, so John, Saturday is going to be my 38th birthday.
Okay.
And then
happy birthday.
I'm looking to thank you. I'm looking to stay at Terry Naya for my first time. Any recommendations?
What are you asking? Should you go to Terranea? 100% you should go. It's like going to Hawaii without getting on a plane. It's. I mean, Mace, you've been there. It's indescribable. Have you been there before, Cameron?
No, this will be my first time.
I would recommend go to the place that's at the top that has the unbelievable view. What's that called, that restaurant?
Marcel. They
Beautiful.
have 4 restaurants there, Cameron, that are all great. You can rent electric bikes. They have a fun 9-hole golf course. You can go walk on the beach. It is. By the way, Cameron, are you married or do you have a girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Okay. Would she be going with you?
Yes.
To quote the great Frank Thomas, she'll like it too.
There you go.
There's your answer.
Quoting Frank Thomas. All right. 877-710-ESPN. By the way, you know where we wound up going for vacation for next week? Seattle. We're going to Seattle.
I thought you were going to Kauai.
We were. Yesterday it was Kauai. Juan has always changed his stuff, but now it's official. It's Seattle.
I love Seattle.
Followed by Ojai. That's the trip.
I'm going to be in Ojai on Saturday.
Yeah, so we're going to stay at the Ojai Valley Inn.
I'm going to be at the Ojai Valley Inn in 3 days.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so we'll almost overlap.
No, you're going to be there
but
the following
Saturday. But I know nothing
Saturday.
about Seattle except
it's great.
There's salmon
The woman
catching.
I dated before I met Lisa lived in Seattle, so I would go there twice a month. I loved it.
I've never been.
Oh, you'll love it.
Yeah, I've
It's
never
awesome.
been.
It's awesome.
Let's go to...
You might be able to watch World Cup games.
Except the World Cup is Friday at noon. And by the way, the tickets are really affordable,
Right.
too.
Well, I told you Lisa's friend she wanted to go to the games here. She wanted to go to the USA game here. Couldn't get tickets. She's flying to Seattle with her husband and 2 kids. And the cost of it is the same if she would have paid for tickets to go here.
Yeah.
So they're making a whole road trip out of it.
If it was Saturday, I would go, but I'm here on Friday. We'll be watching the game live as it plays out at Lumen Field. Let's go to JC in Ventura. JC, what are you doing, man?
I'm working right now, but when I heard about the Anthony Davis thing, absolutely not. I wouldn't marry somebody I just divorced for them to do the same thing to me all over and over again. That's all he does is break down on us. He can't go with that. No way.
All right. There is a very Anthony Davis, there's kind of a unanimous take out there, and the unanimous take is no.
And it's also not just that he isn't always available, it's that when he is available, he's not always consistent. He sometimes will waver in the biggest moments. What's his biggest moment in the postseason?
Well, he had the big shot.
He led him to the title in 2020.
But what's the moments? The big shot, okay. More than that?
Well, I mean, he had 40 and 20
Did he
in
not
a
win that
finals
game with that shot?
Yeah.
All right. So but since then, it's 6 years. You had him for 4 more years after that. What was that? And they went to the postseason. They went to the Western Conference Finals with him. And what was his moments in that?
Right.
Yeah.
The only other thing about AD is that whole I don't like to play the 5 thing. We need a 5. We don't need a 4.
That's true.
We need a 5.
Yeah.
Let's go to Perry. Oh, our friend Perry in Bakersfield. Perry, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, guys, I'm driving the freeway, listening to my favorite show, and heard that there was actually open lines, so I pulled off the freeway so I can talk to you.
Nice, man. Nice. What's going on?
You know, when that Game 4 that we lost, I looked at the way we played that. I was so excited about how much energy they put in it. And really, with Luka there, it would have been a whole different team. So when I watched the Knicks win, I thought we have our Brunson and Luka, and the rest of the Knicks roster is a bunch of guys you can find all over the league, whether they're being traded because they don't want them on the team. And I look at it as if you hit with guys that can play with Luka, play some defense, and want to win, I don't think the Lakers are far off. So I'm super excited about this offseason and what we can bring.
Okay, thank you, Perry. By the way, I don't disagree with them. Look, nobody expected the Knicks to be able to play with the Spurs. They had a very unique combination of players. Everybody complimented each other. Like he said, they were all from different places. They didn't draft those guys. By
the way, that's not true. I know the 3 of you took the Spurs. I took the Knicks.
Yeah, I had the Spurs, Knicks in the finals, and then I had the Spurs over the Knicks.
Yeah,
so I was wrong there.
I thought the Knicks, when I started watching how they were playing in the playoffs, I thought this is a hot team and a good team.
Yeah, definitely a hot team for sure. Let's go to Chris in Walnut. Chris, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's going on, Chris?
Hey, so I'm not so big on the Anthony Davis hatred. I actually really liked Anthony Davis when he was here. My issue is more with he's kind of like an ex-girlfriend. At this point, that relationship ended. It was nice while it lasted, but there were some flaws in the guy, and obviously you moved on. So at this point, there's no reason to get back into that relationship when you know how it's going to end eventually.
All
All right, thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
By the way, Alex Call, RBI single, Mookie Betts scores. Call has stolen second base. Dodgers lead 1-0 in the fourth.
So that call made me think of something, John. When somebody's married to somebody and they get a divorce, there are lots of instances where they get back together and get married again.
Yeah.
What is this?
Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton did it
4
multiple
times.
times.
Yeah. What is to me, the success rate has got to be low on second marriages. Is it not?
I don't know.
If you've already divorced him once.
Oh, you mean second marriage is the same person?
Yeah, exactly. Married the same person. We were together. We got a divorce. We got together again. Now, it's sort of like Ben Affleck and J-Lo.
Right.
They did that. I don't think they were
There was
married,
a reason why you broke up in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, by the way, you mentioned Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor 4 times.
Yeah.
4 times. All right, coming up next for you, Vince Goodwill from ESPN thinks the Larry O'Brien Trophy is kind of like a participation trophy. We'll play that for you next.
Who is he, Rob Manfred?
Yeah, it sounds
Just
like
a piece of metal.
Just a piece of metal. Hey, the World Cup is going on right now. Obviously, yesterday, a spectacular day. Mbappe and Holland and Messi had huge performances yesterday, and you could have been there to see them at Cosm. Now, here's the deal. FIFA World Cup is happening right now, and you can get in there and see it in shared reality on an enormous 87-foot wraparound LED dome. You will feel like, and I haven't seen soccer there, but I've seen baseball, I've seen basketball, I've seen football, I've seen everything there. You feel like for this, you'll feel like you're on the pitch. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Every goal, every thrill, you will be blown away. And this will change the way you view sports forever. You can experience the 2026 FIFA World Cup at Cosm. Get first access, 2026 FIFA World Cup at Cosm. Amazing spot. You sit there in the dome, and they bring you Korean cheese nachos, tri-tip sandwiches, the Beast Burger, delicious craft cocktails. Cosm has got it all. World Cup right now. Go check out the schedule, including, by the way, Friday, U.S. versus Australia at 12 o'clock noon. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Greg Bergman. Have you become a part of the ESPN LA Blue Crew? Well, if you haven't, why haven't you? The Blue Review presented by LAX. Each weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. with me, Gregory Arthur Bergman, thanks, Cappy, and Marcus Grant. We're talking Dodgers baseball first thing in your day and getting you warmed up for the Sedano and Cap morning show. The Blue Review on our ESPN LA YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Weekdays at 6:30 a.m. Live and always on demand. Your home for real Dodgers talk, ESPN LA.
Oh yeah, injured in a crash? A slip and fall? Don't settle small, you've gotta make the call. He does the heavy lifting, he handles the fight. Big Tony steps in and makes it alright. No baloney, call Big Tony. He fights, he delivers, your victory is waiting. No fee till we win. He gets the compensating. No baloney, call Big Tony. 866-456-8669. BigTonyLaw.com.
Attorney advertising prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Tony is attorney Tony Ward, primary office in Los Angeles, California.
You want to talk about a winning locker room? Rotolo Chevrolet is stacked.
That's the goal, Travis. Build a team that shows up every day ready to win for the customer.
And you trust them to do it.
100%. When your people know you've got their back, they take care of everything else.
That's why people like me keep coming back. It's not just buying a car, it's an experience.
Exactly. Great people, great culture, and we make every customer drive away happy. Come see us in Fontana off the 210 freeway at Sierra or online at rotolochevy.com.
Summer of soccer is here, and there's no better place to watch than Rockin' Brews. Catch every match on massive LED screens with surround sound, drink specials, and game day favorites like our new El Clasico burger. Whether you're backing Team USA or cheering on your home country, grab your crew, raise a glass, and catch every match at Rockin' Brews, serving those who rock. Visit rockinbrews.com for your nearest location.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. ServiceTitan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
Thanks again for taking me to the game, man. I can't wait to get in there. By the way, what's in the bag?
Oh, I bring my own hot dog and peanuts. Saves a ton.
Savvy. And what about the beach chairs?
Why buy seats when you can save big and bring your own?
We can't get in without tickets.
Tickets? What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go. That's
good
the
for
correct
you,
answer.
Johnny
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
So Dodgers lead Tampa 2-0. Shohei Ohtani on the mound. They are in the bottom of the fourth inning right now. Runners at first and second for the Dodgers. Meanwhile, there was a big moment in the England game in the World Cup. You just walk us through exactly what went down.
Right. So England is playing Croatia right now in Dallas, and England was gifted a penalty kick in about like the 15th minute of the game, and Harry Kane is the captain of England. He is the highest. He has the most goals ever scored for
He's
England.
their most famous player, right?
Exactly. So he's about to kick the PK, and he does a little stutter step, and then he misses. It's blocked by the goalie. Big cheer from Emily because I don't like Harry Kane. But, oh no, here comes a whistle. They're going to VAR review it because it's like a lane violation in basketball of a free throw. The Croatian players had crossed the 18, the box outside of the goal, before Harry Kane kicked it. So he gets a re-kick, and then he scores in the second.
Ooh.
So England's up 1-0 over Croatia. But the reason why we are going so crazy in the studio is because Brian is on a little bit of a heater here.
Yeah. They say soccer head over here had.
Yesterday you were like, I'm not really into it. Now you're playing it on Prize Picks?
Yeah, that helps. You got a little skin in the game.
What's your bet?
Today I had Ronaldo had like a free square on Prize Picks with just any pass. Paired that with the Harry Kane goal, so I hit that one.
She wouldn't have gotten if that blocked PK had stood.
Yesterday was a big one, though. Had Mbappe, Haaland, and Messi goal every game, and they all hit.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
what did you bet and what did you win?
$10 for 100.
That's
$10
easy money.
for 100 is great, man.
Easy
The sad
money.
part about that one is if I would have done 10 for 2 goals apiece, it was like 1,500.
Oh, wow.
And it would have
hit.
Yeah, that's
Two
a
goals-
very big reach.
Yeah, 2
though.
goals apiece, nobody could have
But,
seen
you know,
coming.
Messi almost had 4 goals. But I bet I'll ask Mario this. Mario Ruiz is coming on at 2:30 today, so he's more of a soccer head than us. We're just World Cup fans, Johnny come latelys. But
Johnny come every 4 years.
yeah, I think when we play golf, me and all my friends, we have a thing that if you're inside the leather of the putter, it's good.
Yeah.
So which I think is about 2 feet.
Okay.
You know, so you put
you put it down.
you put your putter in the thing, and if it
is within the putter, it's a gimme.
If any part of the ball is within the leather, even like a tiny sliver of it, it's good. You don't have to putt it. I think soccer should change the offsides rule to that. In other words, Messi's first goal, the one they disallowed, he would have had 4 goals. His shoulder kind of a little bit ahead, but clearly part of his body was even with. I think any part of your body's even with the defender, it's a good goal. Right now, the rule's the opposite of
The
that.
opposite, right.
If you're even rule in NFL.
Yeah, if you're even an inch offside, that's offside, no goal. Don't you want to have more reasons to give them goals?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just seems to me that like a lot of
But
ties
offside is
yesterday,
also
a lot of
strategy
0-0.
from the defense. You know, it's a strategy from the defense. You have to kind of do a little risk analysis by being up more to get the guys offside. And one thing about soccer that's great is that offside is like the eagle eye in tennis and like ABS. It's just like an automated system. Are you in and are you out?
It's quick. It's the opposite of replays in the NBA.
Did you agree with the call? Because we didn't see it in the Croatia-England game. It was the right call?
Yeah, it's the right call. It's you had to do layer the law, but I don't like Harry Kane, and he got bailed out yet again. He played for Tottenham.
Would any of you agree with Pepe that Messi should have got a red card last night?
No.
You need to punch somebody in the face. He needed Zinedine Zidane and headbutt a guy in the stomach in order to get a red card immediately.
Right.
Yellow card, maybe.
And ironically, Zinedine Zidane, his son was the goalie for Algeria. And he was, Emily, you sent out a text, what's with the goofy face mask?
Yeah.
He broke his jaw about 6 months ago. And so he's required to wear that if he's going to play.
But I've never seen it before.
He almost looked like a little baby with a bib on. We get it wrapped all around his head and his jaw, but it didn't work. Argentina won anyway.
And you know what, Mace? The summer of soccer is here, right?
Yes, it is. The summer of soccer is here. Rock and Brews, your headquarters for every match. Catch all the action on massive LED screens with game day food and drink specials and an unbeatable atmosphere. Bring your crew and cheer on your favorite team at Rock and Brews. Visit rockandbrews.com for your nearest location. All right, so Vince Goodwill, who's on ESPN, I see him on the Get Up every day. He made this statement about the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
I'd like to know that greatness is validated. How do we know that any of the last 8 champions are actually validated because they have not done it again? Giannis is itching to get out. Boston is thinking about trading Jaylen Brown. They don't believe in their one championship. LeBron's one championship in L.A. was not enough. So why would it be enough for us?
So in other words, he's saying that you have to win multiple championships for it to be a legitimate championship?
Completely disagree.
What is he doing?
Completely. By the way, Vince, ask Joe Namath how long you can ride one championship.
Yeah, true.
I mean, Joe Namath is in the Hall of Fame because he upset the Colts in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
He had more interceptions than touchdowns.
Yep.
But because he led, every year is its own entity. So if you win the title, you get it forever.
It's your
Jalen
story.
Brunson will not pay for a meal or a drink in New York for the rest of his life.
Right.
He's got validate. What's he talking about?
It seems so stupid. Like they are. You can capture everything in a year. Like, are the Nationals not validated in their 2019 World Series?
They won it all.
Are the Rangers not validated in their 2022 World Series?
Yep.
Like, no. There's something about, it could be a one-off. You can say maybe you're not a dynasty. If that's his argument, they aren't a dynasty because they haven't tried to win it more than once. But to say it's not validated is so stupid.
Well, we live in an era of extreme parity in the NBA. I think this is what he's kind of getting at. There is no 800-pound gorilla, as you like to say, John. And maybe the league, I like the randomness of it, the fact that it's a different team every year. It gives everybody hope. Like, well, if the Knicks can do it, if Denver can do it, you get the sense that you can do it in any given year as opposed to running into, a Michael Jordan Bulls team.
Okay, so let me apply this for a second to baseball.
Okay.
Do you think that if the Dodgers had not won back-to-back, in other words, Toronto wins last year,
right,
that it would lessen the chance of a lockout? Because I do. I think the whole reason we're getting a lockout is because the Dodgers won 2 years in a row.
I don't. I think it's the spending. Even if Toronto had won last year, there would still be, but they were the number one payroll. They made the World Series at least.
Maybe.
They paid Shohei Ohtani $3 million and then deferred $70 million. All that stuff is what they would get into.
By the way, Mark Spears came out today and said not only does he think LeBron's re-signing with the Lakers, he thinks he's bringing Kevin Love with him. That do anything for you?
Kevin Love and
LeBron.
Is it 2018?
Yeah, what year is it?
Well, didn't they win it in 2016?
2018 is when they went to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
I think
this.
Kevin Love and LeBron won it in 16.
And then was Kevin Love on the team in 2018 as well when they went to the NBA Finals against the Warriors? That was the sweep loss. Okay, so 2018 still works.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bringing in a bunch of old guys. I think
I don't think he would play very much.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, maybe he'd be is he still a rotation player?
Probably not.
Yeah. So what's the point?
But he's a big guy who can shoot threes.
Yeah,
and
true.
gives you another body. I don't hate it. Depends on what you pay him.
Yeah, I mean, I think if the goal is to get younger and deeper and more athletic, the correct answer is
the
not
opposite.
Kevin Love. Yeah,
right.
All right, coming up next for you. By the way, I think Max Kellerman's going to join us coming up here. We were just texting there, so we'll maybe talk to Max about what's going on in the league right now. Also, NFL considering 2 new expansion franchises. what city should get them? We'll do that coming up next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Oh, ZipRecruiter. I haven't had a chance to talk about these guys in a while. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it simply. If you use ZipRecruiter, you're not leaving anything to chance. They get you the right fit for any role fast. That's because they use smart matching technology to start showing your job to qualified candidates right away. You can also apply filters and screening questions to your job post to help you save time in scouting first-rate talent. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And right now you can use it for free. Did I mention it's free? ZipRecruiter.com/LA. If you're hiring, go to that website. You can post your job for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
This summer, the world's game takes over ESPN LA.
From international showdowns to the biggest global icons.
Heading by Ronaldo! He is a sensation!
It's the summer of soccer on ESPN LA.
Living and breathing the world's game this summer on ESPN LA.
Para Messi.
All summer long, soccer lives here.
The summer of soccer on ESPN LA.
All right, guys, real talk. Are you a crust lover or one of those crust leavers? Because I got to tell you, Pizza Hut's new crispy parm pan pizza is next level. It's the original pan crust you already love, but now they've baked Parmesan cheese right onto the edge. I'm talking crispy, golden, cheesy crunch with that soft, fluffy inside. Grab a medium, one-topping crispy parm pan for just $11.99 or go large for $3 more. Order now at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Limited time offer. Additional charges for extra cheese, toppings, and recipes.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com. That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
They all pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back! It's on its way! Out of here! Miguel Rojas!
You're listening to Mason and Ireland Show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
You know, one of my favorite podcasts to listen to is Game Over with Max Kellerman and
good.
Rich Paul. Such a great show, and Max joins us now, talk some NBA. Max, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm in New York is how I'm doing right now.
Max, I'm so happy for you and all the other. You know, one thing I brought up, I didn't know I was going to get a chance to talk to you today, but I was curious about was you have been as vocal a critic of James Dolan as anyone I know from the whole time I've known you. Does what happened this year clean the slate for you? Is Dolan now A-OK in New York, or do you think he is still a piñata for criticism?
There is one last thing for him to do and he will have turned it all around, and I'll bet you guys can guess what that
Charles
is.
Oakley.
Correct.
Yeah.
He has to patch it up with Charles Oakley.
I agree with you.
The way George Steinbrenner did with Yogi Berra. Now, Steinbrenner famously fired Berra. He didn't do it face-to-face as manager. Yogi Berra is basically the Bill Russell or Tom Brady of baseball, right? Like, he's this incredible figure, won the most championships, hit cleanup in the greatest dynasty ever.
Max, for my money, one of the most underrated players in any sport ever. If you go down the rabbit hole of Yogi Berra, you will be stunned at how dominant that is. You can make the argument that until Mike Piazza came along, he was the greatest hitting catcher in baseball history.
But beyond that, guys, the way he handled the pitching staff, if you look at everyone the Yankees acquired while he was catching, they all had career years with the Yankees. He's one of the keys to the reason defensively. And when you think about the fact that he was the hit cleanup in that lineup, won 3 MVPs, finished second a couple times, third a couple times. He has a GOAT. If baseball wasn't so statistically driven, he'd have the same GOAT case that Tom Brady or Bill Russell has. But anyway, he's the manager. He takes offense to the way Steinbrenner fires and refuses to set foot in Yankee Stadium again until years later, Steinbrenner finally owned up to it, was the bigger man and apologized. Now, Dolan might think, hey, Oakley was being belligerent. He's not exactly Yogi Berra, et cetera, et cetera. But, guys, my late great brother Sam and I, we never had season tickets. We waited literally around on a blockbuster around the block. If you wanted playoff tickets, you had to get there the night before and essentially camp out online. And we used to do that for Knicks playoff tickets, and the heart and soul of that team, the guy who really embodied that team more than anyone was Charles Oakley. So Dolan has been great recently. By the way, guys, he got out of the way with one exception. Whenever he stays out of it, everything's good. When he invited Trump, they lost. And by the way, not just like not just in a superstitious way, guys.
Yeah.
It's not just in a superstitious way. No one wanted him there. Everyone was angry about it. Ticket prices plummeted. You couldn't get to the Garden because they shut off an 8-block square, radius around the Garden. Killed the vibes. Not only did they lose that game, they were down 27 at the half of the next game.
Yep.
It wasn't until Wu-Tang performed that they turned it around.
Turned it around, exactly. Now, I'm looking at the game, and I'm seeing Larry David and Taylor Swift and Jerry Seinfeld and Ben Stiller and all these guys. I kept looking for you. I did not see you courtside, Max. You're a big deal. Were you at the games? What did it mean to you? What was it like in there?
So let me tell you something. I was not courtside. And I had mixed feelings about, I was in town for Game 4, and I was about to get tickets. I was just going to buy the tickets because Rich couldn't be here. He was back. Originally, we were supposed to meet up here and go to the game. He had business. He had to be in, where was he? Was he in L.A.? But he wasn't in New York. That's already a week ago. It's so much has happened. It's a year ago. So I'm going online. I was thinking about grabbing tickets and just going with my daughter. Guys, on the secondary market, on one of the ticket broker sites, there were 2 tickets, third row. Sorry, did I say Game 4? This is Game 3.
Oh, Game 3,
game
okay.
3, not 4. Game 3. 2 tickets, third row, center court more or less. And they were, I won't tell you the number. I almost got 2 of them and called my daughter. They were something like 1/8 of their original price.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yes, ticket prices for Game 3 went through the floor. I mean, still absurdly expensive, but not like you have to take out a mortgage on your house.
Right.
We're talking to Max Kellerman, who is a longtime native New Yorker. He was in New York. He's there now. Knicks Parade is tomorrow. Max, I don't know if you heard it, but Rich Eisen, who's on before us now, had Marv Albert on today. And Marv said that he's been in New York like you for most of his life, and he's never seen a reaction to a change. He said not when the Knicks won it in 70, not when they won it in 73, not for any of the giant Super Bowls, not even when the Jets pulled off that monster upset of the Rangers in 94. Marv, in his opinion, said the city has never gone as crazy as it did over the Knicks this week. Do you agree with that?
Easily. Like, guys, it's not even close. I mean, and you guys understand this. As Lakers fans can't relate to it as much because the Lakers are like the Yankees. You have so much success, right?
Right.
But when you go 50, New York is number one a basketball town. The reason people mistakenly think it's a baseball town is because, you know, the number one franchise has 27 championships. Of course they're going to support that team. But it is fundamentally because there's no space anywhere. There's a basketball hoop on every corner. It is at its core a Knicks town. When I was a kid, you could get the best tickets you wanted for like $100 to a Yankees or a Giants game. Want to sit courtside for the Knicks? I'm talking about in the 80s. Try $1,000, $1,500, 10 times the price of any other ticket in town. It is fundamentally a basketball town. So that's where you start. And then when you wait 53 years, guys, I didn't understand. You know, like when I came to town, I said, I'm a Lakers fan now. I meant it. I meant it. I was like, I can't take Dolan anymore. The Knicks never win. I always wish the Knicks were run like the Lakers. I'm going to be doing radio in L.A. I'm embracing the Lakers, right? Like, Why just wish your team was like the Lakers? You know, like these transplants who were in L.A. and I'll be a Clippers fan. What are you, a glutton for punishment? Nonsense. Like, root for the Lakers. So I didn't know I would have this reaction. Guys, I'm getting choked up watching reels on Instagram.
Oh.
I'm getting choked up, and I realize, like everyone in New York, especially people who've lived through it and who were born here or raised here, it's not just the Knicks winning a championship. It's connected to your dad. It's connected to your brother, to your best friend, to your sports enemy, to your coach, to everything in your life, love and loss, life and death, literally, people who are not here anymore, children, divorce, the highs and the lows of life. It's connected to everything. So it is touching a nerve in New York that is so deeply rooted in everyone's life that it's hard to explain the emotions right now. It's nuts.
Now, are you going to be at the parade?
I am. I'm in town to be at the parade.
Where will you watch it from? Like you have a special perch somewhere?
What I'm going to do is scoop my daughters up, and I want to, like, you know, when I was in L.A.
Max, how old are your girls now?
17, 14.
Oh my God, do 15. I feel old? Max,
so old.
They used to come up. They used to come up to my waist. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
No. Esther's in high school in L.A. right now.
Wow.
Living with me in L.A. and she's almost 18. But Mira, my youngest, is 11. And when Esther was 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4, I took her to an Angels game because the Yankees were in town. And I pointed to Derek Jeter and said, that's Derek Jeter. Like, remember the day you saw him play. And I pointed to Mariano Rivera, and I say, see that? That is inning for inning the greatest pitcher of all time. Look at him. That's Mariano Rivera. Remember you came and saw him play. And like, I feel like this is one of those moments where I have to point out, but, you know, they're old enough to understand it. They're all going nuts too, right? But, hey, you know, that's Jalen Brunson. That's OG. That's Karl Anthony Towns, Bridges, Josh Hart, like the whole thing.
You know, the one lesson that comes out of this, because we've been talking about, you know, the fact that it's going to be all San Antonio, it's going to be all OKC in the West, and they're going to be really tough. You know what? I think the Knicks proved that if you put together, it's almost like a combination lock. If you put the right combination of players together, you can play with those teams and you can beat those teams. I took it as a sign of hope for the Lakers, that there is a combination that will allow us to go deep into the playoffs next year.
Of course, there always is. And the reason I was so critical, and by the way, all year, really from the middle of the year, I kept saying I put a reel together I had a reel put together because I didn't want to sound like I'm making it up. Since the middle of the year, I've been saying Spurs are going to win the championship. They're easily the best team in basketball. Unless they face the Knicks in the finals, the Knicks match up well with them. What I didn't realize is the Knicks would also catch fire, right? Like they were both the most dominant. Oh my God, they're blowing teams out by 50 points. Like you look back at it now, you're like, oh, maybe the Hawks weren't so bad. They won 2 games, you know? And then they were also the comeback kids, right? So you can absolutely put the right combination together. The key to it, and the reason I've been so critical of Luka, is his style of play will dictate everything. That is like, it's up to Luka. He's capable of doing it, right? Like, imagine being a Mavs fan right now, guys. Once upon a time, Steve Nash walks out of the building with no resistance, and it's like, yeah, you win a championship with Dirk, but you look at Dirk and Nash and go, we should have had 2 or 3. And then you draft Luka and Jalen Brunson in the same draft, and together they get to the conference finals, and then individually Luka gets to the finals and Brunson wins the championship, and neither one is in the building. You got to be going crazy, right? But Luka is capable of winning a championship, but he must play the right way. And one of his issues is when it's like a running quarterback. If you can always get the first down with your legs, when do you learn pocket presence, right? There's the short-term incentive to get the first down, keep the sticks moving. But that interferes with the long-term incentive, which is play in a way that you can win a championship. So it's super important for guys who can run at quarterback to stay disciplined in the pocket so they can develop the kind of awareness that they're going to need to win a championship. That's Luka. Luka can always get a high percentage shot relative, for him.
Yeah.
Because he's that kind of offensive genius. But he has to resist that temptation on every possession, the short-term incentive to score, so that other guys can touch the ball. He's got to do it. And if he does, then you can put the right guys around him and they can win.
Max, we're talking to Max Kellerman. You sit next to Rich Paul on the Game Over podcast multiple times a week. What's your gut telling you happens with LeBron?
It's so interesting. Could he have, had the Knicks come up short, could he have gone to the Knicks? That's not out of the realm of possibility. Can't go there now, right? Can't do it now. If it's important to him to win a championship immediately, or guys to go somewhere where he feels valued in terms of the championship experience he brings to the franchise, then there are franchises like, for example, San Antonio, right? Where if LeBron joined, you'd be like, oh my God. But I think given what the Lakers can pay,
yep,
and given the fact that it's not like, like if I told you you're starting a franchise, you have Luka Doncic, and nothing else, you'd be like, okay, we're off to a good start, right? And the Lakers also have Austin Reeves and even guys like Hachimura. They have good players. Given that fact, and given the fact that he lives in L.A. and that they can pay him the most, my guess would be he's a Laker next year.
How about Austin Reeves? What are you hearing about him?
Guys, what's so interesting about Austin Reeves? And he's actually my favorite player on the Lakers. I think he plays the right way. Even when they were going through bad spells, and even though he had a bad playoffs and all that, I just like the cut of his jib. I like the fact that even when things are down, he's still hustling back on defense, even if he's not a good defender, right? But he's putting in the effort. On the way the Lakers are constructed, and this is why I brought it up last year, though Rich got blamed for it. It's really me saying it, and it's my idea. It's like, to me, that's the chit you have that you can trade for something. He has value,
right?
And I would want to put stuff around, like you just mentioned, the Knicks. What do the Knicks have? They have a point forward / center in Karl Anthony Towns. And then we're not going to win the championship until Mike Brown was like, we're going to run the offense through him a lot of the time, take the ball out of Jalen's hands a bit. Luka needs someone like that. He needs someone that can run the offense and play some defense, by the way, that can take the ball out of his hands sometimes. And if the Lakers were really smart about this, the guy's already on the roster, and his name is LeBron James, right? LeBron should be, Luka should be like a point forward, and so should LeBron, and they should share those responsibilities, and I think it'd make the team a lot better.
Hey, listen, Max, it is always great to talk to you. I'm really happy for you that you get to celebrate this. I mean, you're generally kind of a cynical guy, and I'm moved that you are moved by it, that it has touched your heart the way it has. I thought it was a great description of what's going on in New York right now. The podcast is Game Over with Max Kellerman and Rich Paul. It is available on the Ringer Podcast Network and on Netflix. Hey, Max, thanks for coming on, man. Let's do this again soon.
Always great to talk to you guys.
All right.
All right, see you, Max.
There's the Max Kellerman. All right, coming up next for you today, 1994 was the craziest day ever in Southern California. Right up there, anyway. Right near the top. Right near the top.
Maybe at the top.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do that coming up next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Jacob Imrani is an attorney you can trust.
Oh, yeah.
And when you hear me say that, you should know something about my history. I did ads for a lawyer here about 10 years ago, and the guy was a crook. He took people's money. He was disbarred.
Yeah.
I said, I'm done.
Oh, God.
I will never endorse another lawyer ever. And then I met Jacob, and he completely turned me around. One of the main reasons Jacob turned me around is he's a good guy, and he cares. And when he told me, you don't spend a dime unless he wins, I knew his heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
And if you call 800-345-6789, you'll find out why.
Yeah, and by the way, the other thing that Jacob does is the consultation's absolutely free. So if you've got a case, even if it's already with another attorney and you want to check, call Jacob. He'll give you a second opinion on exactly what's going on with your case. And, you know, if medical attention is required, he'll get you to the right doctor. He'll get your car to the body shop. He'll see the adjuster, all that stuff. He'll take care of it from soup to nuts. That is Jacob Imrani. I trusted him when I was in an accident. You can trust him, too. The number's easy. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Or call Jacob.com. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Has it ever been more evident that the NBA is a young man's game? Look at the Spurs. They're children.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Like, there's a couple of these dudes that can't even go in and buy a six-pack of beer. So my only thought is, listen, I realize what kind of a year LeBron had. I realize how he carried the Lakers in that series against Houston. But he's twice as old as all these guys. It's a young man's game. If I'm the Lakers ownership, as great as LeBron was down the stretch, he's twice their age. What are we doing? We're not building a championship team by bringing back 42-year-old LeBron James.
Especially not for the amount of money.
But you're also not building a championship team without bringing him back, at least in 2026-27.
No, you're trying to build for the future.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
The great part about being a dad is the ability to fall asleep in my chaise lounge at Oasis. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Soccer watch party at Sideline, Saturday the 20th. Adidas giveaway and Av Alta players. Go!
Number 2.
A free bucket cap for Dad, the 21st. Then Father's Day bingo to win a share of over 25 grand.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away 3 Corvette Stingrays June 28th. You could drive off a winner.
Morongo, good times.
Coming up tonight on ESPN LA, Road to the Cup. Mario, we are going to talk and take a look back at match day 1. What a fiery start to this tournament. This World Cup is amazing already.
Yeah, we got stars galore in this 2026 World Cup. All of them delivering. Messi, Mbappe, Haaland. Plus, we preview match day 2s for Mexico versus South Korea and U.S. versus Australia.
Road to the Cup tonight, 6 p.m. on ESPN LA.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone,
Welcome to AutoZone.
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The biggest show on the radio.
I got from M and Brian a can of Ready Whip, which will not go to waste.
Take a hit. Take a hit.
Take a hit right now. Yeah.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
By the way, you know who loves this sound? My dogs love this sound.
There we go.
Nice.
Back to the guys.
All right, Shohei Ohtani has given up some runs today. This is the second straight game where he has allowed multiple runs. The Rays are on top right now, 4-3.
But the Dodgers have the bases loaded with nobody out.
Yes.
In the bottom of the fifth.
They're going to keep scoring here. We'll see if Ohtani comes back out for the sixth inning.
Where were you on this day in 1994? This is the anniversary of the OJ chase.
I was in New York.
Okay, so you were where the Knicks and the Rockets were playing in the NBA Finals.
Correct. I was working for CBS Radio Network doing a national show, a news talk show, and this chase became part of the show. And it was the weirdest thing because here I am in New York, and I'm describing what's going on screen, and it's like in my neighborhood. I was living in a house in Westwood at that point. So OJ is driving essentially through my neighborhood, and I'm in New York trying to describe it for a national audience. It was so surreal. Where were you?
I was in San Diego, and I was announcing games for the San Diego Sockers, an indoor soccer team that won like 10 titles. They were super successful.
Yep.
So I'm calling a game in the San Diego Sports Arena, and the arena is packed.
Yep.
And I noticed, like, halfway through the first quarter, that no one's in their seats. And my engineer, once I got on the air, would leave and go to the bathroom. And he comes back, and during a break, he goes, just real quick, run out to the concourse and take a look.
Yeah.
And the people were 10 deep watching the TVs over the concession stands, because this is before cell phones, because they had the NBA Finals on.
Yep.
And the NBA Finals was in a small screen up in the corner, and in the big screen was OJ.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, there's been a lot of documentaries done on this.
Sure.
Was that one FX show, People versus OJ?
OJ Made in America's unbelievable documentary.
Yeah. So you can go back and relive all this. But while it was happening, surreal is the right word.
Yeah.
Everybody thought this guy we all thought we knew just killed his wife and another guy and thought he could get away with it.
Yeah. We were not working together yet.
No.
I was working with Rick Schwartz.
Right. You and I would hook up later that year.
Later that year, we ended up working together. But I was working with Rick Schwartz on a show we called Too Much Show.
I think you guys were on at night.
We were on 7 to midnight every night. And we talked a lot about this. And Rick just basically came down and said, OJ clearly killed his wife and that waiter. And I was like, let's wait for the facts. Let's wait for the facts. And obviously the facts led to...
I have more than one friend who thinks he didn't do it. And I literally look at him and go, I go...
What a dolt.
I go, answer me this one question. Well, he was found innocent in a court of law.
He was found not guilty, yeah.
Yeah.
Not innocent, but not guilty.
I have one... And the question I always ask him is, okay, you don't think he did it. How did Ron Goldman's blood get into OJ's bathroom if he didn't do it?
Right.
He was set up.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
They believed the story that Johnny Cochran and F. Lee Bailey concocted.
Yes.
They believed it.
Yep. It is surreal to this day that this went down because I'm trying to think of a comp. O.J. Simpson, because these guys weren't even around. Brian and
he was
Emily.
10 days old.
Yeah, they were ideas at this point. But what athlete? I hate to do that, but think about an iconic athlete right now, because O.J. was.
Yeah.
It
would be the equivalent of like Charles Barkley being accused of something like this.
Something like that.
I had an idea of a comp.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
Oh my God.
A guy, sterling reputation in media now, all over the place in commercials. You only think positively both on the field and off the field.
Yep.
And that it would just rock your world. That that guy is the guy to do this.
Yeah. It's crazy when you think about it now. And by the way, if you've not seen OJ Made in America documentary, it is incredible because it puts all this into context. Like, for example, the LAPD was mistreating black folks all the time around here.
Which is why if you watch People versus OJ, you have a better understanding of what was happening.
Yeah, the context of what was happening. Yeah, it was surreal.
And it's interesting. Okay, I'm going to relate it to something happening right now, a movie that came out recently.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, it's not a big spoiler, but Disclosure Day, the basis of it all is that
God. You're telling me what happened.
This guy believes.
I don't want to know anything.
Mason.
I'm going to see it on Saturday. I don't want to know anything.
It's about.
You don't even want to know what it's about?
I don't even want to know what it's about.
Well, then take off your headphones.
I want to be. Okay, I'm going to take off my headphones.
And turn down the monitor in there. But it's
about the movie that I'm going to see this weekend that I don't want spoiled.
Well, you should have seen it last weekend. But it's like everybody watching one thing together, and does that bring everybody together? So if like something huge happened, something earth-shattering happened, and we're all watching it live on TV, bring us together.
By the way, that wouldn't have ruined anything for Mason.
I know, exactly. I didn't think it would.
Yeah, you can put your headphones back on.
I know it stars Emily Blunt. It's directed by Steven Spielberg. It has something to do with aliens. That's all I know.
She gave away 0 plot points.
I haven't read a review. I haven't watched a trailer. I don't know the first thing about it.
You're fine.
All right, well, we're done talking about it, Mason.
Is the Disclosure Day spoiler period over on the show?
There was never a spoiler. All right, so let me ask you guys something.
Yep.
Before we get to Fast Track.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the answer to this, I realize, may be nothing.
Okay.
But the Dodgers just loaded the bases.
Yep.
With nobody out.
Nobody out.
Okay.
Okay.
Alex Call popped out. Dalton Rushing popped out.
Both around the infield.
Alex Freeland, did he strike out?
Yeah.
Okay. So they get no runs out of it.
Right.
There's nothing the Dodgers can do to generate a run there in a 4-3 game. There's nothing.
What are you going to bunt? The bases are full. What
they
are you
got
going to
one
do?
run in.
Well, they walked in a run. Tampa Bay walked in a run.
Yeah, all you need is a fly ball.
Right.
Or a ground ball. I don't know if they're playing in or out. Was the infield playing in? Was the infield playing out? Otherwise, maybe a ground ball to the right side in the infield.
No, the infield was playing back because they were trying to get a double play.
Right. So,
but I mean, those aren't three. Well, Rushing's a good hitter. But
Rushing's a good hitter.
But Call and Freeland aren't. Although Call had an RBI single earlier in the game.
And by the way, and Freeland's been better than...
He's hitting 220. It seems to me that there's something they could do to generate a run there, but nothing. You just let everybody swing away and do nothing.
Yeah, you got a runner 90 feet away. You've got the run 90 feet away. What are you going? The only thing you could conceivably do is a squeeze or a safety squeeze, and those just don't happen anymore. Or you could steal home. That's another way to do it. But otherwise, all you need is a fly ball. That's it.
By the way, they did bring Shohei back.
Oh, so he's back out there?
Yeah.
All right.
But the Dodgers are losing 4-3, and they.
By the way, they quietly now have a 9-game lead in the National League.
Well, what's interesting
West.
is last weekend they lost a series to the White Sox. Yes. It was the first series they've lost in a long time.
Yep.
I think they'd won 5 or 6 series in a row, maybe more than that. And everybody started to panic. You realize that the Dodgers have the best record in baseball. They're one game better than the Braves.
Yep.
They also have the largest division lead of any of the divisions. So I don't understand why the panic is in there or why people are freaking out that they lost a series to the White Sox. And by the way, this year's White Sox are not last year's White Sox.
The White Sox are pretty good this year.
They're in first place.
Right.
In their division. So,
yeah, I don't think there should be any reason for any panic. And by the way, like Will Smith has a neck thing. He apparently is not coming back this week. That's okay. That's why we have Dalton Rushing. Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell aren't till after the All-Star break. Well, that's why we have Justin Wroblewski and maybe River Ryan coming up and Emmett Sheehan. We've got depth at every single position. And that's why you use the term dress rehearsal. I think it's a pretty good one to describe what the Lakers or what the Dodgers regular season is.
They won't be judged on anything that happens in the regular season.
Hey, tune in tonight for Road to the Cup on ESPN LA. Dave Dental, Mario Ruiz bring you the latest news, previews, reaction from soccer's biggest tournament and its biggest matchups. Road to the Cup. Powered by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and locations near you. Coming up next for you is Fast Track, Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Rams GM Les Snead joining us here on DeMarco and Travis. You mentioned, Myles Garrett, superpowers. Another guy with superpowers. When was the last time you talked to Aaron Donald?
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I'm not one to get involved in the metaverse a lot, but, some people have definitely shared some of what's being said out there on these technological platforms. So
Les, he's out there benching like 150-pound dumbbell.
He looks pretty good.
He's teasing all of us.
Yeah. Every time I've seen Aaron and anytime there's a video posted, I can say this. I do think he has snaps left in his body. Knowing Aaron wants to be the best if he was to ever take another snap. So it's been cool to see Aaron get excited. He's still a big Rams fan. He still communicates with Sean. So it's awesome that he's excited about this move.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app and live on YouTube.
4th of July weekend checklist. Sunscreen? Check. Snacks? Check. Road trip playlist? Check. Now, when's the last time you checked your oil? Before you hit the road, head to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, and no appointment is ever needed. Plus, they'll check your fluids, battery, wipers, and more, so you can worry less about your car and focus more on the weekend ahead. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, and road trip approved.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Red card penalty. Score big flavor with Waba Grill's new Red Card Combo for a limited time. A mini sweet and spicy chicken ball, chili crisp dumplings, and a refreshing penalty punch for a beverage with mango popping boba. An all-star lineup for just $9.99 only at Waba Grill.
The home of Rams football. And now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon. KSPN Los Angeles. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Download is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
Zoom, man.
A couple of updates before I get to my Fast Track, but the Croatia team just got an equalizer right before half, and so it's tied at 2 between Croatia and England. And Ohtani just got to the 6th inning. He had 3 up, 3 down. He is looking like he's dealing with some blood coming out of a blister on his finger that I know that we've been told
he's
about.
Had that blister for a while.
There's a little close-up shot of him. He's clearly bleeding, but he's getting through it and got through the 6th inning. So we'll keep you updated on that.
By the way, Juan's stepdad is British, but he always watches these games at weird times. Like, I have no idea if he's I don't want to spoil it because he's watching England right now play. But I texted him just to see if he's going to do it. But he's really all in on England every 4 years.
It's coming home, right?
Yes.
Text him that. It's coming home.
It's coming home. There you go. All right. What do you got?
All right. So I saw this clip, and it's from the podcast Caller Daddy with Alex Cooper. And Olivia Wilde was on. And Olivia Wilde, if you don't remember, she's the director of movies like Book Smart, Don't Worry, Darling. She has a new movie coming out called The Invite. But she also had been dating Jason Sudeikis, or they were engaged. I don't know if they were married or not, but they had a child
they have
together.
kids together, yeah.
And at one point in time, they got divorced, or they got split up, divorced.
Yep.
She was served her papers on stage at the Palm
Oh, my God.
Springs Film Festival. It was not great. Very messy breakup.
Yeah.
And then she dated Harry Styles for a brief period after that.
Yep.
But anyway, this is Olivia Wilde talking about how she realized she was at the end of her relationship with Jason. And this is Olivia.
We were driving home from my birthday party my friends had, and I said, "Did you give me a birthday present?" And he said, "What would I get you, Olivia? I don't know you." And he wasn't wrong. We didn't know each other anymore. And this is the thing that made me want to make this movie because you can get to a place in a relationship where you stop engaging in the knowing of each other, in the curiosity about each other, and you find yourself in a place where you're like, I don't even know you.
So what she said is more nuanced than what I'm going to ask you guys.
Okay,
but
good.
Is not giving your partner a birthday gift grounds for divorce?
Yes, absolutely. My God. Now, for me, it doesn't matter. I don't care what I get. No, but I get really nice gifts. But Juan, if I screwed that up, it would be over. Lights out. See you later. Changing the locks. Goodbye.
I think if he screwed it up, you would be furious.
No. I don't care about my birthday. I don't care about getting gifts. Here's the thing about gifts. What would Lisa get you? What would Juan get me? We have stuff.
What Father's Day is coming up.
Yes.
So Lisa said, "Hey, what should Jack get you for Father's Day?" And I go, "My Sonicare toothbrush just broke."
Oh, there you go.
Tell me, get me one of those.
Yeah.
She goes, "Well, what about something you really want?" I go, "I really want that."
Really want that?
Yeah, but that's how you and me are the same. I'll take a practical gift, but you don't need to go.
Yeah, I don't care about stuff.
Yeah.
Sentimental stuff is nice. Like a photo, dressed like that kind of thing. I'm into. But if I didn't get Juan a birthday gift, it would be a disaster. If he didn't get me one, it would be disappointing. But
by the way, Emily, are you this way with your friends? Lisa's birthday goes on for days, sometimes weeks amongst her friends. Like I celebrate one day, July 15th. That's my birthday. After that, July 16th, it's over.
Yep.
Lisa's right around your time. Lisa's March 19th. What are you, the 23rd?
23rd,
right?
Yep.
And her friends are taking her out for her birthday and buying her stuff for 3 months after her birthday. Is that a girl thing?
My mom, she said it's her birthday the entire month of June. The entire month of June is her 84th birthday.
It's my birthday month.
Birthday month, exactly.
Yeah, I'd say Pride Who, it's Donna month. But
Pride Who. Exactly.
I will say though, for my big round number that I had this year, a 30.
Yes.
I did do brunch with my friends the weekend before because they weren't able to come to my party the weekend after. They had weddings.
Right.
But I don't normally do that. That was only because they couldn't come to my party. They wanted to celebrate me. But if it's not a round number year, I would have just not been like, don't bother, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, we don't exchange Christmas gifts or anniversary gifts. That's a rule. I just don't want the extra pressure of adding that during Christmas time and during the holidays. And our anniversary is January 1st. I think yours is
2nd.
January 2nd.
Yeah. But I will
Ireland and
say,
I have so much weirdly in common.
If that is true, what Jason Sudeikis said to her is, "I don't know you. What would I get you?" That's worse than not getting the gift at all.
See ya. That's over.
Yeah, that's a really bad sign.
That's over. I don't know you anymore. All right, join Beto next Thursday at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa for this summer's biggest football watch party experience. Experience nonstop game day energy, drink specials, surprise giveaways, and incredible food like fire-grilled asada tacos and ceviches and churros. Cheer with the entire Mercado all tournament long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
All right, so Cameron Dicker was at the first U.S. game. Kind of sat down here with Tim Howard and Landon Donovan, a little U.S. event, kind of talking about his prep for being an NFL kicker.
Yep.
So submit a clip. Just take a listen of what it takes to be a kicker in the NFL.
Wait, Cam, did you say you kick 3 times a week?
Yep.
What do you do the rest of the time?
Play FIFA. Hang out.
So, game is Sunday.
So I kick Sunday.
Kick Sunday.
Monday, Tuesday. I go do
That's
legs. I do legs on
insane.
Monday.
That is
Tuesday,
insane.
we go in. We're in there for like 5 hours. I'll do an upper body lift. We look at the game film. And then Wednesday, Thursday.
What are you
kick.
looking at? Just stop the ball.
Listen, I'm going to be honest, I'm with you. I don't watch much film. I've given back my iPad every year. There's 0 hours
so
lost.
Wednesday.
Then Wednesday I kick. So we have
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Probably kick about 50 balls. I'm out there. there, kick an hour and a half.
It's a lot.
I mean, that's like
it's
you
not
would do
that
that
much,
training.
for being honest. 50 is like,
all right.
Like some younger kids probably go out there and kick like 100.
Younger kids? What are you, like 24?
I'm saying like high schoolers. So it's like benefiting them.
All right,
you
so
kick
then
like
Thursday?
100 balls. Then Thursday is a lighter kicking day. I'll do the field goals, hit some kickoffs, and then hit legs again, and then have 2 days recovery, then game day.
What were we doing? What was I doing for 22 years?
Picked the wrong
I have a
sport.
good
You know what?
going.
My agent's over there, and he's done me wrong.
Should more of these soccer guys kind of consider, hey, let me go, do the Brandon Aubrey route. Let me go kick some balls in the NFL. It seems like an easy gig, right?
Well, if you got like a Greg Zuerlein leg,
Yeah, if you got a
why
booming
not?
leg, sure.
The money's a lot better in football than it is in soccer, unless you become an international star. Like Messi and Ronaldo make ridiculous amounts of money, but most soccer players, Mario Ruiz is coming on in about 20 minutes. He would tell you that most soccer players that play in the United States aren't breaking the bank. So if you could kick in the NFL, why not?
By the way, breaking news, Freddie Freeman just hit a 2-run homer. The Dodgers are back on top 5-4 at Dodger Stadium versus Tampa.
And they're going for the sweep today, too.
By the way, I think that being a kicker sounds like a great job, except for that one part where you got to go out there at the 50-yard line and do the kicking. That part seems scary to me. Now, would you, if you had the leg, would you be a clutchy guy, or would you be a guy that would be freaked out about trying to make a kick?
I don't know.
Are you good under pressure? Because I'm a red light player. When the red light is on, I'm like,
I think as indicated by when the tent collapsed at Black Gold and you ran
have you
and
missed?
left 2 girls under the tent.
I'm constantly evolving. Did you see our monster moment?
You just did that because you wanted to protect
Well,
your
I had to
laptop.
protect the laptop.
You weren't
absolutely.
concerned about Emily. You were concerned about the
No,
laptop.
I wanted to save everybody.
And what do you think? Did Mason have your best interest in mind, or did he only care about his laptop?
Laptop.
Yeah.
Get no credit.
But
Get no
I
credit.
will say this. One time, I was playing in a golf tournament in front of people. It was like a pro-am.
Shohei pinch hitting, by the way, which means he's done pitching.
Does it? Why not? Why couldn't he stay in the game?
That's a good question.
Travis knows.
Yeah, Travis will know.
Travis knows
but
this rule.
I think he's done. We'll see. He's
This
he's
is
stepping
his,
to the plate
this
right
is
now.
his first time ever pinch hitting for the Dodgers.
Correct.
And he grounded out short.
Yep.
But yeah, I think he was probably coming out anyway. We'll find out here in a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, I was playing in this pro-am, and there were a lot of people. And Craig Stadler, the professional golfer, was playing me. I had about a 5-footer.
Yep.
And I felt good about it. I thought I was going to make it. And I missed it bad. I didn't even hit the hole. And Stadler goes, "What the hell was that?" And I went, "I have no idea." And he goes, "Welcome to the pressure of the PGA
That's
Tour."
right. Sure.
So maybe I would tighten up. I don't know. But I think I could do it. I don't get rattled very easily, but there are certain things I could do that come as second nature to me.
Well,
like
sure.
if you put me in front of a microphone and you said you're broadcasting to 1 billion people,
Right.
I'd be fine.
Yeah, I would too.
But if they said to me, "Go drive this boat on a windy day across the lake," I'd be worried that I would lose control of the boat.
Yeah. I
know?
I think generally speaking, I can probably do any broadcasting. I've done luge, I've done skeleton, I've done air rifle, I've done all kinds of stuff. I think you're the same. If you put us in front of a microphone, we can just go. In terms of kicking, I don't know that I would necessarily be that guy. Would you be that guy, Brian?
Oh, of course.
You would be.
Oh, ice in the veins.
Yeah.
You know that you get drug tested in the NFL.
Well,
We're light on weed.
No, wait. Do they still test for weed in the
I thought
NFL?
they didn't.
Oh, maybe they don't. I don't know. I'll
I know
Google it.
they don't in the NBA.
Oh, God,
Well,
that would
we can
end,
Google it
that
in
would
the
end the
break.
NBA.
The league would be, yeah. By the way, Shohei Ohtani's likely done pitching
Well,
today.
we can figure out in the break because they are also in the break between innings right now.
Okay, cool. We'll do
The
that coming
NFL
up.
does test for marijuana, but players are only screened once a year during a specific window at the start of training camp.
And then
it's Mike Glickenhaus. If you need a little time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Is this liner live? Yeah.
I think so. What do you mean by live?
I tell you what. Let's hold. Coming up next, more Fast Track. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right. If you've heard me and Morales talking about life source water systems for a while, and if you live in L.A., you know tap water in L.A. has issues. They add chemicals like chlorine to the water on top of contaminants they can't handle, like microplastics. It's bad. You've heard Sherry Harris, the owner of LifeSource, talk about the benefits of a whole house water filtration, and she's right. LifeSource whole house systems filter the water for your entire home. No filters to change, just clean, healthy water for every tap, appliance, and shower. I made the switch to LifeSource and noticed the difference right away. And here's the best part. Right now, during their summer special, LifeSource is paying for sales tax. That's up to $1,000 off a new system, but only through July 4th. Call the factory today, 800-WATER-99, or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource, you'll taste and feel the difference pretty soon. You'll be doing a happy dance after you get out of the shower, and you'll be sucking on the tap like Morales and me. Warranty limitations apply. LifeSource Water, LifeSourceWater.com.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
And you got to make sure to join Beto Duran next Thursday, June 25th at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa for the summer's biggest football watch party experience. Experience nonstop game day energy, drink specials, and surprise giveaways, and incredible food like fire grilled asado tacos, quesadilla, ceviche, and churros. Cheer with the entire Mercado all tournament long. Mercado Gonzalez, where every match tastes better.
Oye, injured in a crash? A slip and fall? Don't settle small, you've gotta make the call. He does the heavy lifting, he handles the fight. Big Tony steps in and makes it alright. No baloney, call Big Tony. He fights, he delivers, your victory is waiting. No fee till we win. He gets the compensating. No baloney, call Big Tony. 866-456-8669.
BigTonyLaw.com.
Attorney advertising prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Tony is attorney Tony Ward, primary office in Los Angeles, California.
John Ireland here, and when it comes to vodka, I like a winner, and Blue Ice Vodka delivers. America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce, and made from Idaho potatoes. Clean, smooth, no additives. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by nonstop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
Coming up tonight on ESPN LA Road to the Cup, Mario, we are going to talk and take a look back at match day one. What a fiery start to this tournament. This World Cup is amazing already.
Yeah, we got stars galore in this 2026 World Cup. All of them delivering. Messi, Mbappe, Haaland. Plus, we preview match day twos for Mexico versus South Korea and U.S. versus Australia.
Road to the Cup tonight, 6 p.m. on ESPN LA.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates of third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Harry Douglas here to help you get in on the sweet life with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. It's that classic throwback cotton candy flavor, but with zero sugar and a 5-hour energy boost. I keep these with me so I can tackle that sweet tooth with a tasty caffeine kick and no guilty sugary aftermath. Bring on the sweetness with Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy Shots. Cotton Candy 5-Hour Energy. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or Amazon.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Fast Track. And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app. 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland. Driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, Dodgers are up 5-4 on Tampa as Freddie Freeman hit a 2-run bomb. Shohei is done for the day, both as a starting pitcher and as a pinch hitter. Now, you did a little research on this end.
Not necessarily. Okay, so Ohtani can stay in and keep pitching. Keep hitting. Here's the telephone that I got from Travis.
Okay.
He will take over the DH spot.
Okay.
But whenever the pitcher would come up, so in theory, Engarda Henriquez came out and pitched for the Dodgers in that last inning.
Right.
He, in theory, if they were going to keep him pitching in the 8th inning, he would have to hit if his spot.
Correct. So here's my question.
But they can keep on rotating out the pitchers.
All right. Yes. So Shohei's pitching, pitched the 6th inning.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then they brought him up as a hitter to pinch hit for Miguel Rojas. Could Shohei have gone back into pitch?
Yes, because he pitched through the 6th inning, and
he's been the only guy to pitch so far.
Yeah. So yes, he could have kept on. He could have come out in the 7th, but they decided to have Engarda Henriquez come out.
Yeah, and by the way, as you pointed out, he did fight through the bloody blister once again.
Yeah, so Ohtani can stay in the lineup. If his time comes up, he can still hit, but they'll keep on. Like Engarda Henriquez will probably not come out in the 8th.
Right, and then they'll have to pinch hit for him.
Yes.
Right, got it. All right, what do you got, Em?
Here's my fast track. So I know you love Erling Haaland right now because he is the star of Norway. He also plays for Manchester City during the season. So during the English Premier League season, I hate Erling Haaland. But it's hard to hate him because he's such a fun meme. So earlier in the season, he did the quote-unquote airplane raw dogging thing where he would, have only look at the map, no food, no drink, no entertainment.
I'd never do that.
And then yesterday, he decided to tweet this after their win because they were flying to Orlando next. And he tweeted out a picture of him and his co-teammate, said, Ornaldo next. He tried to spell Orlando, spelled it wrong. And then he did a follow-up with a selfie that says, Orlando, with a bunch of asterisks saying, not even allowed to write something wrong, not in this perfect world. Sorry to all the perfect brothers and sisters out there. He is just an amazing meme. He's a great social media presence and makes it hard for me to hate him.
Yeah.
So is there somebody that you should sports hate, but you can't because you like him too much?
Sports hate, but I like him too much.
Well, it's in my blood to hate the Celtics.
Yeah.
But I like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I like those guys. They're good guys. So that would be a good example for me. They're Celtics, which I hate because they're Celtics. But it's tough to hate those two guys because they're both good dudes.
I'm trying to think. A lot of people, that doesn't count. Wemby doesn't count.
No.
A lot of people hate him, but
Here's
I love
another
Wemby.
one. You guys know that I do a lot of stuff with Irrelevant Week.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant, and he's a great dude. But now he plays quarterback for the Niners. I've hated the Niners since I was a little kid.
Yeah, do you sports hate George Kittle, Mason?
Yes,
absolutely.
But
it's hard to sports hate him when he's also kind of nice off the court.
He is funny. But
Same
49ers.
with Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey seems like a nice guy. I root against him every single game. I'm trying to think, who do I sports hate? I don't mind Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, I do not mind.
That's a good one for you.
He's a USC guy. I think he's had an improbable career. I root against him every time, but I do like Sam Darnold. So that's probably my example. BC, what do you got?
Fast track.
A little more World Cup news here. Yesterday, Tunisia, after their 5-1 loss to Sweden, I believe, they let go of their head coach, Sabri Lamouti.
In the middle of the World Cup, after one game.
After one game. It's
You're
kind
done.
of, similar of a, playoff run kind of thing. Just what do you think about your firing your coach in a tournament this big, this
heard
early?
After that game, it's Tunisia, right, that fired their coach? That there were a bunch of fights among teammates on the Tunisian national team, and that's one of the main reasons he got fired. Like, he couldn't keep order in the court. Like the best players on Tunisia's team were fighting each other.
Oh, okay. So they needed somebody to stable the ship. But I mean, I can't imagine in the middle of the baseball playoffs, in the middle of the NBA playoffs, in the middle of the NFL playoffs, that you'd see a guy fired. Has there ever been a case of that?
It's happened 6 times, I think, in the World Cup since 1930.
Oh, in the World Cup it does happen.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen it, have we?
How about this one? Do you guys understand this? Because I don't.
Okay.
It'd be probably a question for Sam Boney. He would know better than me.
Okay.
But John Tortorella was hired by the Las Vegas Golden Knights with 8 games to go in the regular season. They fired the coach. Tortorella gets on a heater, leads them all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, and they announced yesterday that he's not being invited back to coach next year.
Okay, here's my question. Is he not being invited back, or does he not want to do it?
I've been told he was not invited back.
He's not invited back. That's crazy.
I mean, he just took you to the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's
some
like
people
Steve Fisher back in the day when he took over Michigan and went all the way to the
a Grizzlies head coach get fired right before the playoffs, or is it Mike Malone?
Mike Malone got fired in season. I know that,
but near the end of the year, like right before.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I've never ever seen that. But good for Tunisia. I hope they. Do you have a scouting report on the new head coach, BC?
No, but I mean they lost 5-1, so not looking.
So
good.
not.
I mean, it was Sweden. Sweden's good.
By the way, Mario Ruiz is going to join us next, and Mario is a soccer authority. You know him from our LAFC broadcasts. He does such a great job. We talked to him last week about Team USA. Now, as we get ready tomorrow, it's Africa versus South Africa. No, it's Mexico versus South Africa tomorrow. And then it is the United States versus Australia on Friday. We'll talk about both of those games with Mario coming up.
The great games yesterday and the amazing game happening right now. It's 3-2 Croatia, England.
Whoa.
England leading.
Okay. We will keep you up to date on that, and we'll talk to Mario coming up next. In the meantime, you have probably shopped or donated at Goodwill Southern California. But that's just part of the story. They want to tell you about this. Every day, Goodwill is helping people build better futures through job training and career placement and support services for veterans and youth and anybody working to get back into the workforce. They're not just a store. They are a pathway to opportunity. And now, through their partnership with Verizon Skill Forward, you can access free online college courses to learn new skills, earn credentials, and take the next step in your career, all at your own pace. Whether you're looking to grow, start fresh, or give back to your community, Goodwill is here to help make it happen. Whether you want to help or get the help you need, Goodwill Southern California is ready for you. For more information, visit powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by Goodwill Southern California and Verizon Skill Forward. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This summer, the world's game takes over ESPN LA.
From international showdowns to the biggest global icons.
Heading by Ronaldo! He is a sensation!
It's the summer of soccer on ESPN LA.
Living and breathing the world's game this summer on ESPN LA.
Para Messi.
All summer long, soccer lives here.
The summer of soccer on ESPN LA.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet with great offers on the hottest Chevy models. It's Chris Morales. Right now, current eligible Chevy leases can upgrade to a new 2026 Chevrolet Equinox Active for just $349 a month plus tax for 36 months with $39.95 due at signing. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway at Lakewood exit in Bellflower or shop online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Equinox lease plus title, tax, license, registration, government fees, dealer time fee, update $5, and electric filing or registration fee if applicable. Lease for well-qualified lessees on approved credit through GM Financial and may require trade-in assistance eligibility. Offer at 7/6/2026. Call 866-949-4805 for full details.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code CASH to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code CASH to borrow up to $10,000. Use code CASH to borrow up to $10,000.
4th of July weekend checklist. Sunscreen? Check. Snacks? Check. Road trip playlist? Check. Now, when's the last time you checked your oil? Before you hit the road, head to Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a fast 15-minute stay-in-your-car oil change, and no appointment is ever needed. Plus, they'll check your fluids, battery, wipers, and more, so you can worry less about your car and focus more on the weekend ahead. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a special offer and your nearest location. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, easy, and road trip approved.
Mason and Ireland.
They say nobody loses like
sneaky bastard. Unbelievable.
Oh, it pays to be a loser, people.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
If you're a loser, it pays.
Back to the guys.
All right, people, it is the World Cup. It is going on right now. We'll let you know Dodgers still have a 5-4 lead. Shohei has exited the game. He did have some bleeding, a blister that we'll wait and see. He ended up going 6 innings and not one of his better starts, but the Dodgers do lead. The World Cup is going on right now, and one of the great authorities, one of the great resources we have available to us is the Mario Ruiz. Mario, what's going on, man?
Well, good, guys. It's good. I'm watching this one right now. This is a powerhouse matchup right here between England and Croatia. But I'm going to break away and talk to you guys for a bit about this World Cup.
Mario, it is great to have. I've got several questions for you. Here's the first one.
What's up?
I can't explain it, but I find myself glued to the World Cup, even if I don't know anything about either one of the teams. I watched a game the other night where I knew no one on either team. I couldn't tell you a player on either team, and I could not turn it off. I just get caught up in it, and I can't explain why. Why do you think that is? Why do you think people like me, who at best are casual soccer fans, get so into these 2-3 weeks of World Cup?
John, it's delivered already, and we're only in the first, match day of all these teams playing their first matches of the tournament, and they've all delivered. And there's so many stars that's a part of this edition of the World Cup. I mean, you got guys that are superstars in the world of football, but the casual fan doesn't really know some of these superstars in the world of football. A guy like Erling Haaland. I mean, this guy, he's a unique player. I mean, he's for Norway, and he looks like an NFL tight end.
Yeah, Mario, let me interrupt you right there when you're talking about Haaland. I said to Mase earlier today that if there was a player draft, okay, so let's say that they threw every player in every country into a draft, and I had the first pick, I'm leaning towards taking him. I know Messi had a hat trick. I know Mbappe is considered the best player in the world, but that guy Haaland looks like a tank. Am I overrating Haaland?
I get what you mean. I get where you're going at here, but the only thing, he's a little bit one-dimensional, but that one-dimensional that I'm talking about is he just knows how to score. So he doesn't do like a whole lot of other things, but he just puts the ball in the back of the net. So I get it. And his frame, 6'4", super fast, super strong, just has an incredible finishing touch. Sometimes guys are powerful, but they don't have the technical abilities. Haaland, he's both. And when you have a striker like Haaland, you'll never be out of the game. So you'll always have a chance to just get one into the box. Like, just get a corner kick and just cross it in and let Haaland get to it. And he most likely will get his head on it, a foot on it, whatever, because his frame gives him that position in the box. So in this style of a tournament, this format, sometimes you just need a world-class player that can lead you on a deep run. And I think Haaland is a pretty good guy. If you're going to start at a team, not bad, Ireland. I like that.
So let me ask you about Messi, who everybody's been talking about today. Had the hat trick last night. Of course, Argentina defending champions. How improbable is it what Messi is doing right now? How impressed are you with what he's doing, particularly at his age?
You know what I'm impressed about Messi is that everybody knows that the ball is going to go to Messi. You don't think Algeria, game plan for Messi? Algeria knew everything was going to go through Messi. The entire stadium knew Messi is the man to watch in this match, and he still takes over the game and scores a hat trick on you. And we know that this is going to be his last dance at a World Cup, but that's just not him making a farewell tour. He's still the player that can win the Golden Boot. He's still the player that can be the player of the tournament. He's still a player that can make a difference in every single game. He can be the difference maker the whole entire way through, and he can decide matches on the biggest stage. And you just got to appreciate it. Guys, you have to appreciate it while it's happening. I know you guys are sports guys. You guys can appreciate greatness while it's in front of you. This is the final chapter. It's unfolding right in front of our eyes in real time here in the United States, not only in the MLS with Inter Miami, but right here in the U.S. in the FIFA World Cup. And people sometimes downgrade the fact that he went to Inter Miami. He went to MLS. Well, you know what? If he goes to any league around the world, if he goes to the biggest tournament, the biggest stage in the world, the World Cup, he's still going to drop a hat trick on you.
We're talking to Mario Ruiz, who is our resident soccer guy here at ESPN LA. It's a pleasure to have him. And Mario, here comes a dumb question from a casual soccer fan that doesn't watch even 1/100th as much soccer as you do. It seems to me that guys like, and it was in play yesterday, guys like Messi, Mbappe, these dudes will shoot if they get any type of an opening. Like if they're 60 feet and in, they're a threat to score. But when I watch other teams, when I watch other countries, I understand. I played soccer as a kid, so I understand that possession is what you want. You always want to control the ball and possess it. But I think teams tend to overpass. And sometimes they seem like they have numbers, or a guy will be in 35 yards outside the box or 35 feet outside the box and have an open shot, and they'll pass and get no shot on goal out of it. Is that just me, or is that something that happens a lot?
No, that happens a lot. I mean, you have to be a special player to get a shot off with just a little bit of space, and that's what these guys need. They don't need much. They just need a little bit of space, maybe a touch, and boom, that shot is off, and it's usually on target. I mean, Messi is the guy that we were talking about a little bit ago. He feels like, this is probably going to be the last World Cup for him, and a lot of people are feeling like Mbappe is the next one. Mbappe is in the prime of his career right here. This is perfect timing for him to be in a World Cup and to just shine. So it feels like that torch is being passed, and we'll see. I mean, we'll see, because I think France is probably the deepest team in the World Cup, and they have a good chance of lifting the trophy. So, I mean, if they do, Mbappe is going to be leading that team, and he's probably going to have a ton of goals. He's going to be a star of this tournament. You can almost guarantee that. So it feels like that torch is being passed to Mbappe right now.
So what's the story of that goalie for Cape Verde who had an incredible game against Spain? He's 40 years old, and now everybody knows who he is. Where did he come from, and are you surprised by his performance, and particularly in that matchup?
Oh, everybody is surprised. Everybody is surprised. But, I mean, they did a great job defensively on Spain. That is tough to do against that team. I know Spain doesn't like to score a ton, but to hold them to a 0-0 draw, that's an incredible thing to do for the keeper to have a clean sheet against Spain. I mean, he wasn't a pro until he turned 25, I believe. That's when he turned pro. And, his mom was a big part of him, becoming a pro and going all the way. And a lot of his family could not make it out here to the World Cup because of all kinds of money and visa and all kinds of issues. And to be really like an unknown player in the world of soccer, nobody knew who this guy was. He had like under 50,000 followers, and all of a sudden after one game, he has, 6 million followers now? I mean, that's just the power of soccer and the power of really the World Cup. It's just an incredible story.
All right, Mario, who's in the championship game and who wins it? If I put a gun to your head and said you got to pick it right now, who you going with?
I'm going with France in the final and Spain in the final. I know Spain didn't get off to the best start, but you know what? Argentina didn't get off to a good start either in the last World Cup, and Argentina won it all. I think Spain has a really good team. They're just really comfortable. I mean, they're not even worried about that result, that 0-0 draw. They're not even worried about that. They're still going to handle their business, get out of the group, and just turn it on as it goes. And they might not dominate games. They might not win 3-0 or 4-0, but they're going to win 2-0, 2-1, 1-0, and they'll do it in dominant fashion. So I think Spain over a really, really good France team. I think France also has a good chance, but I'm going to take Spain on that one.
Let me do a little preview. Tomorrow it's Mexico, El Tri versus South Africa. Friday it's the U.S. versus Australia up in Seattle. Preview those two games for us. Give an idea of what we're looking for.
Look, both of those teams, Mexico and U.S., had a lot of pressure on their shoulders going into their openers. Both their openers were on home soil, and they had to take care of business, and they had to do it in impressive fashion, in dominant fashion. Mexico did it. They were impressive. They weren't perfect, but the U.S. men's national team was freaking dominant. They had a perfect performance. The only thing that went wrong a little bit was Pulisic went out early at halftime with that calf injury. That's going to be a big question going forward to the next match. How is Pulisic, how's his health? Is he ready to go for this match? Because he's a big part of this team. He's the face of this team. He was just amazing. He really did take all that pressure off of the U.S. men's national team. He said, I'm going to put it on my shoulders. He did his thing in that first half, taking guys 1v1. This one's going to be in Seattle. And you don't think that crowd in Seattle is excited after watching that 4-1 win in Inglewood? I mean, they just can't wait to see U.S. do that again, but this time in Seattle. And Seattle is a great soccer city. I mean, they are just, besides L.A., of course, they are the next best soccer town right there. And that stadium, Lumen Field, is amazing to watch soccer. And it's going to be an incredible atmosphere, and that's going to be a big advantage for the U.S., just like Mexico, too. They're going to be in Guadalajara at Akron Stadium, where the Chivas usually play, and Team Mexico has a ton of Chivas on their team, so they're going to feel comfortable in that stadium. Huge advantage, home field advantage for both those teams.
All right, Mario, M's got something for you.
Hey, Mario, I love the World Cup. I'm a huge soccer fan. Why are there so many draws in the tournament so far? We had, 4 draws in one day a couple of days ago, so is there reasoning behind it? Is everybody running up to each other? And there's also a lot of teams that you expect, like Spain and Portugal, that have come away with draws, and you're like, what happened there?
Yeah, I think a lot of teams are trying to play it safe. There's a lot of teams that are outmatched, and I think those teams like to park the bus, as they call it in the world of football. Emily, you probably know that phrase, parking the bus in front of the goal and just not letting anybody get a chance on you and just trying to get that 0-0 draw. And maybe a mistake happens, and then you can hit them on the counter. I think this is something that Australia will do against the U.S. men's national team. They will park the bus against the U.S. men's national team. The U.S. men's national team will have a lot of possession, and Australia will try to hit them on the counter with some type of mistake. So the U.S. men's national team has to be very careful against Australia, but they should be able to take care of business and break through Australia parking the bus.
All right. Hey, listen, Mario, thank you very much. We would love to be able to call on you again as we move through the World Cup. And you've got a show tonight, right?
Yeah, 6 p.m. tonight, Road to the Cup. Me and Dave Denholm, we're going to have a preview of Mexico, U.S. men's national team. We're talking Canada. We're talking about all the stars that we just talked about. Now we're talking Mbappe, Messi, Haaland, all those guys.
All right, cool. That's tonight at 6 o'clock. Road to the Cup with Mario Ruiz and Dave Denholm. Thanks, Mario.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, coming up next for you, Game of Games. It is whose game, John? Emily's game today. Brian's game today. We'll do it next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, it's Michelle Smallman, and coming up Thursday on ESPN LA, don't forget to start your long Southern California morning with me, Evan Cohen, and Chris Canty on Sportsmanlike, 3 to 7 a.m. before the Sedano and Cap morning show. Then I join Cap and George at 7:45 for my weekly visit, and this week I want to start something new, okay? I want to be able to do the bits and talk about the things I'm not allowed to talk about on our show on Sportsmanlike. Let's call it Michelle's Safe Space. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning on LA's mega sports station, ESPN LA.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka. Double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, Huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka. Vodka with standards.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
I know I'm not like Albert Einstein, but I'm not a stupid person. Okay, I'm not.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
I'm not a dumb person. I would say.
No one would call you that.
I don't think so either. You put a tool in my hand, and I feel so hopeless and stupid.
Okay, I got you.
Like, I'll call my dad. Hey, can you? My dad's like, oh, it's easy. And my dad's really good at this stuff. And so I'm like, I can barely hold a screwdriver. I don't know how to do anything.
Did he not teach you?
You guys are just, do this.
I'm sorry.
I can't do it, Greg.
You.
If my dad was a rocket scientist, do you think that if my dad was a NASA engineer, it's like, well, just teach him how to do it? I can't do it.
Okay, I'm just asking why he didn't teach you when you were younger. This is how you use a hammer.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app and live on YouTube.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Next time you're at my home away from home, LAX, look up. You'll see the future of travel in action. It's the all-electric Skylink train. It's now testing, and trust me, this is a game changer. What does it take to build a champion? It takes round-the-clock preparation. And soon, Skylink will connect you to the airport terminals, the new rental car center, and LA Metro. From practice to prime time, the LAX Skylink. Fast, free, and built for LA. In testing now to help you skip the traffic later.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. ServiceTitan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. ServiceTitan, AI for the trades.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong?
I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code CASH to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money, so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code CASH to borrow up to $10,000. Use code CASH to borrow up to $10,000.
And it is time on Mason and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani. Call Jacob. CallJacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. We are joined by Travis Rogers.
Yeah, baby.
from the DeMarco and the Travis and DeMarco
There,
show.
you got it.
The Travis
Now
and
you
DeMarco
got it.
show.
I'm
and
not
it
going to
is-
argue with you
It
guys.
is Brian Cohen's game today. Brian, what do we got cooking?
I got a little number 17 game. Today's the 17th. Couldn't really think of anything else.
Well, Shohei wears number 17.
So did Puka until recently, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, speaking of those two, they might be on here.
Okay.
Number 1 here. Ohtani currently wears 17 for the Dodgers. How many career pitching strikeouts does Ohtani have in the MLB before today's start?
Okay.
942, 743, 588.
Emily.
The 700 one.
743. Mace.
I'm 743.
I'll do the low. What was the lowest one?
588.
588.
I'll
Trav?
also take 588.
It is 743.
Okay, so Emily and Mace are on the board.
Number 2 here. Devontae Adams, currently 17 on the Rams. How many touchdowns did Adams have in his 2 years at Fresno State? 38, 25, or 15?
Mace.
25.
25 over 2 years is a lot. I'll go 15. Trav.
Also 15.
Emily.
38.
It is 38.
Oh,
wow.
That's
Holy
that's
smokes.
Man,
great
2 years?
By the way,
And
England
Derek
is up
Carr
14.
was his quarterback, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Emily 2, Mace 1, me and Trav Bupkis.
All right, number 3, Josh Allen, currently 17 on the Buffalo Bills. Where does Josh Allen rank all-time in rushing quarterback touchdowns? 5th, 3rd, or 1st?
This one's me. Would he have as many touchdowns as somebody like Michael Vick? I'm going to say he ranks 1st. Trav.
5th.
Emily.
1st.
Mace.
3rd.
He is 1st.
Okay, so that's
Dang, he got it this
Ireland
year.
and Emily. Trav, you've got a real chance at Lucky Loser.
Yeah, baby.
Emily is 3 for 3. So Emily 3, Mace 1, Ireland 1, Travis Bupkis.
Boy, it's Emily's month, isn't it? She's rolling.
Not yet, it didn't. Here we go.
All right, number 4 here. Lance Berkman wore 17 most of his career. What was one of his nicknames according to Baseball Reference here? Is it A, Fat Bruce after Fat Bruce Willis? B, Fat Cash after Fat Johnny Cash? Or C, Fat Elvis after Elvis Presley?
Trap.
Fat Cash.
Emily.
Fat Cash.
Mace.
Fat Cash.
4 for 4.
Ooh, Fat Elvis.
Fat Elvis.
Damn it!
He's
It's
trying
right.
to lose.
That's what I was going to
That
say
was my initial
until
instinct.
everybody
Yeah.
went the other
What-
way, and I
what
didn't want
the
to
hell
lose
is
a
It's
point.
the first one I knew.
Yeah.
I'm going for the.
Oh, now
Oh, you did know.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next one here. Phillip Rivers, number 17, a Hall of Famer to be, played how many years? 18, 17, or 16?
Emily.
18.
Mace.
18.
I'm going 18. Trav.
16.
It is 18.
Okay.
18 seasons.
Did you know that one, Travis?
I remember because when he came
All
back.
right, so it's Emily 4.
Yeah.
Mace 2, Ireland 2, Travis 0, still in the running for Lucky Loser. Brian, how many are left?
3 left.
Okay, so Emily goes first every time. Here we go.
All right, Todd Helton, 17, also already in the Hall of Fame, with a 316 career average. What is his only nickname according to Baseball Reference? The Dragon Slayer, the Todd Father, or Sir Hits-A-Lot?
Emily?
I like Sir Hits-A-Lot.
Mace.
Do we have to go different?
There's 3 left, right, Brian?
Yeah, 2 after this one.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
I'm going Sir Hits-A-Lot.
I'm going Todd Father.
What
Trav.
was the give me the choices again, please?
The Dragon Slayer.
I want that. I want Dragon Slayer.
It is the Todd Father.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is Emily 4, Ireland 3, Mace 2. Now you have to go opposite,
I have to go
Emily.
opposite, okay.
And Trav, you're just trying to
Wow,
lose.
Trav,
All right,
good
so
job.
Emily 4, John 3, Mace 2. Here we go.
All right, Joe Kelly rocked 17 on the Dodgers before Ohtani. He famously got a Mariachi's band member's jacket by trading him what? Game-used glove, game-used cleat and hat, or a game-worn jersey?
Emily.
Cleaton hat.
I'm going to go game-worn jersey. Mace.
I am also going to go game-worn jersey.
I don't know
Travis,
this one.
how can you miss it?
Well, baseball
boy.
players are very attached to their gloves. I
Yeah.
doubt he would give that up.
But maybe he did. I don't know.
The cleats seem odd to me. I'm going to go cleats and hat.
It is game-worn jersey.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and I clippered
so I have tied Emily. Mace, you are one back. And Trav, you just need to get this wrong to make the tiebreaker. Here we go.
A little harder.
I have to go first. Here
True
we
or
go.
false on this one here?
Okay.
True or false?
Oh.
Andrew Bynum, number 17 in his time with the Lakers. Bynum's 2012 playoff triple-double was the first Laker playoff triple-double since Magic Johnson in 1991. True or false?
What year was it?
2012.
2012.
The first Laker triple-double since 1991.
And John's first.
Yeah. 2012. Shaq never. I'm going to go true. Emily.
True.
All right. So, Mace, you have to
I
go
gotta
false.
go
And
false.
Trav, this is the one that could break you.
I'm going to go that you know what you're talking about. I'm going to say false.
It is true.
Okay.
There you go.
So, no, wait. You said false.
You said false.
Oh, I got it right.
Yes.
You got it wrong, so that's right.
All right.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Be a loser.
Mason is out.
Yep.
Everybody else goes to the tiebreaker, including it's the final tap is Emily 5, John 5, Travis 0. He's about to try the lucky loser game. Here we go. Brian, what's the tiebreaker?
Wait, can I have a quick question?
Yeah.
To get to win, do I need to win this, or
Yes,
do I need
now
to
you're-
win this?
You're just trying to win.
Okay.
Okay, this was your loser performance. Just gets you to the tiebreaker, and
Now
now
I
you
gotta
try
win.
and win.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many MLB and NFL teams have retired the jersey number 17?
Ooh, good one.
NBA and NFL.
No, MLB, NFL.
MLB, NFL.
So between 0 and 62.
Okay.
I have a number.
Is NHL included in this?
No, just MLB, NFL.
Okay, I got a number.
I do too.
All right, Trav, what'd you write?
7.
I wrote 16. Emily?
10.
Brian, what's the answer?
5.
Travis!
Travis Roller!
He stole it!
I believe that's my second win of June, too.
That is
That's
awesome.
correct.
Yeah.
Second win in
and that
June.
means, how many do you have, Em?
I have 3. Travis can beat me.
Yeah. And you're going
Wow.
to get some opportunities because Mason and I are flying the coop for most of the rest of this
There you go.
month.
Well,
And I'm
all right.
gone next week, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got a real chance
Well, I'm gone
here.
next week as well.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, it's
Boy, it's that time of year, isn't it?
yeah.
Well, next week, Brian, there's going to be at least 3 shows where you're the only one here.
All right, come on, Brian.
Yeah, it's like 7:10 Kamenetsky right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to do
Trav, that was sweet.
Game
That was
Games.
good job.
Brought to you by the Call Jacob Injury Hotline. Only number LA Trust after an accident is 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Coming up next, Super Crosstalk. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Coming up tonight on ESPN LA Road to the Cup, Mario, we are going to talk and take a look back at match day 1. What a fiery start to this tournament. This World Cup is amazing already.
Yeah, we got stars galore in this 2026 World Cup. All of them delivering. Messi, Mbappe, Haaland. Plus, we preview match day 2s for Mexico versus South Korea and U.S. versus Australia.
Road to the Cup tonight, 6 p.m. on ESPN LA.
Hey, it's Mason. The next best thing to being at the 2026 FIFA World Cup is watching it at Cosm. Experience every match inside the massive 87-foot LED dome in shared reality. You will feel like you're right there on the pitch with the world's biggest stars. Plus, catch all the action in the Cosm Hall with great food and drinks. FIFA World Cup tickets will not last, so book right now at cosm.com/FIFA. I will see all you guys for the World Cup at Cosm.
This summer's biggest football watch party experience is happening at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa. Catch every Mexico and USA match live, surrounded by non-stop game day energy, passionate fans, drink specials, surprise giveaways, grab fire asada tacos, slow braised quesadilla, fresh ceviches, warm churros, and more while you cheer on your team with the entire Mercado. Mercado Gonzalez, your soccer fan paradise this summer. Join us every Mexico and USA match at Mercado Gonzalez in Costa Mesa, where every match tastes better.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Radio history.
Oh my God.
When the the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa, look who. Oh, look, he's Russian. He's Russian.
You don't
Almost disrespecting the crosstalk.
Crosstalk.
I was watching the Dodgers.
Yes,
it
does.
Especially with the bases loaded. 2 outs.
The game's on here, too.
Sorry.
DeMarco.
Didn't you stick up for me, Travis? Come
I
on.
tried.
He did not.
Not that
Three
hard,
under the
but
bus.
a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Did you hear
Your
Travis?
penalty today, it's Travis and DeMarco.
Did you hear Travis's Game of Games win?
Did you win?
I did. I lucky loser
He
did.
missed every single
Did you
question,
really?
then
I did.
won the tiebreaker.
Way to go.
I
Way
think
to go.
that is a fantastic way to win.
It was
game?
very,
I've only
very good.
been able to do it once, but it is
It's hard.
extremely satisfying.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
hard to do.
good. It was good.
Yeah. So what's up, DeMarco?
Nothing. Just watching the Dodgers World Cup.
Yeah.
Greg was back there going off about something. Your opinion.
Okay.
Do you guys like dynasties in basketball?
I like dynasties in all sports.
Me too.
You don't like the way the NBA's
I
gone?
love the way I
hate
like,
that we've had 8 different
I like
champions.
the fact
Okay.
that the NBA right now is like spin the wheel. Let's see who comes up because we got a chance.
Well,
Okay.
I want it to be Lakers Celtics every year.
I like dynasties. I liked it when the Chiefs were always the team you were chasing, whether the Pats were the team you were chasing, that the Dodgers are dominating Major League Baseball right now. I think is good for the sport. Lakers, Celtics, like Ireland mentioned, I'm all for it.
But you don't think it's bad for the sport that we've had 8? Is
Well,
it 8 in 8
they
years?
love it. The NBA, the league office loves it.
If I was an owner, I'd be like, yeah, we got a chance because you just never know.
I don't know if it's bad for the sport, but I think it's good when there's a collective enemy. I think that when the rest of the league is gunning for one team in particular, I think that's good for the health of the league.
Is it more fun or is it just familiar? Because that's what we kind of grew up on, chasing down empires. I don't mind this. The one thing that bothered me was this one soundbite. Forgive me, I forgot the guy's name, but he basically said the Larry O'Brien is now a participation trophy.
Yeah, that is Vince Goodwill. Here's exactly what he said.
I'd like to know that greatness is validated. How do we know that any of the last 8 champions are actually validated because they have not done it again? Giannis is itching to get out. Boston is thinking about trading Jaylen Brown. They don't believe in their one championship. LeBron's one championship in L.A. was not enough. So why would it be enough for us?
Because it's a championship.
Because you won the title?
Okay, won a title? Vince?
Steve Mason.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
don't sign up for that.
I don't either.
That
That
doesn't make
reminds
sense.
me when Rob Manfred, when somebody said, "Why aren't you punishing the Astros?" He goes, "It's just a piece of metal."
hunk of metal.
Right. When you win a championship, you are validated. You don't need another year of it necessarily there's no validation.
I'm
or
pro
unvalidation.
dynasty, but I don't subscribe to that at all.
Okay.
If you win a title, you get a title.
Would it be D or N?
Well, you know this, DeMarco, better than anybody. From the day you won the Super Bowl, your new name literally is Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr.
It doesn't go away.
Yeah, it's there forever.
It does not
there
go
forever.
away. Even when there's another champion.
Yeah.
When you get knocked out.
Did you follow the World Cup yesterday? See all the big guys? See Messi with the hat trick and Erling Haaland from Norway and Kylian Mbappe from France all scored multiple goals. It was amazing.
Okay, so this is funny. I was watching the World Cup with a bunch of little people, like kids.
Kids, not
who
little
love
people.
soccer.
It'd be kind of an interesting
hanging
party.
out with little
You
people.
like that? He was watching with
No.
Lollipop Gill.
Young people.
Yes.
Kids that play soccer, boys.
Yeah.
It was a mix when we have girls and boys.
Okay.
Messi is not as popular as I thought with the youngsters. Neither is Ronaldo.
Well, Ronaldo, we didn't ask Mario, but M thinks
He's washed.
washed.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Is he?
Washed. Yeah, I mean, he didn't look
Have you
good
seen
today.
all the before he got to the World Cup? He's just been airmailing everything. He hasn't been good in years. He's been playing out in Saudi Arabia against nobodies, and nobody can watch him play. He hasn't been good in years.
Wow.
There's a scouting report on
I'll take
Ronaldo.
that.
Not
Okay.
a good one.
So, Trav, we had a caller in today to Sports Graffiti that said you and I disagreed about the Yamamoto perfect game the other night.
We did?
So, according to him,
Okay.
I said that did Mookie blow the perfect game for Yamamoto? And I said, no, because Yamamoto gave up a home run in the ninth.
Well, he blew the perfect game, but he didn't blow the no-hitter.
But Yamamoto failed anyway to get that. He got the win. And he said that you, as a former baseball player, felt that the minute Betts made that error, it changed everything.
I think it did. I think that when you're pursuing something like that, when you're pursuing something that has only happened 24 times in the history of baseball.
So the no-hitter and the shutout aren't enough to hold your interest?
I think they're very, very different. Like a no-hitter will happen once or twice a year, every year, right? And frequently you'll get 7 or 8 in a year.
Yeah.
A shutout's more rare now than they used to be. 24 perfect games in the history of baseball. They just don't come around. And
who was it? Pete Crow Armstrong hit for the cycle the other day, and there have been fewer perfect games than cycles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. The only thing more rare than a perfect game
is a 4-home run game.
A 4-home run game and an unassisted triple play.
Yeah.
Those are the only things that happen less frequently. And I think that because it was, had he given up, had it been a tough play, it was such a routine play that I think everybody assumed that Mookie was going to make it, that when it went off the heel of his glove, the spell was broken. And I just think, even though he ended the inning and got out of the 8th with the no-hitter and the shutout still intact, I think the magic had poofed into the ether.
Kershaw was rolling on a perfect game, and Hanley Ramirez
earlier in the game. It happened
Hanley
earlier in the
butchered
game,
that play.
like we talked about, right? That Hanley Ramirez is, Kershaw's no-hitter is always prefaced with, it should have been a perfect game because Ramirez is, but I'd have to go back, but I think at 5th or 6th.
So you don't think
inning,
that the spell was broken? You think the spell was
so
broken?
close to the finish line. He was 4 outs away at that point.
Is still like,
it's incredibly impressive. I'm not throwing any cold water on a no-hitter. I'm just saying that a perfect game is a whole different animal, and I just think that getting that close and having it come unglued like that would have been, had he walked a guy, I think the no-hitter stays intact. Had he that way, it's like, okay, I just missed on ball 4, whatever.
But
let's stay in this.
Someone else did it to him.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, there have only been 21 4-home run games.
Yeah, it's very rare.
And weirdly, I was at one. J.D. Martinez hit 4
Were
home
you
runs.
really?
Yeah. I thought after the
Isn't
third
Sean
one, I thought,
Green on that list?
Yeah, he had a 4-home run game.
Yeah, Sean Green,
I
Carlos Delgado.
Bob Horner had one.
Glenn Allen Hill had one. There's like perfect games are kind of like this too. Like the list of guys like Koufax is on the list. There's some real, but there's also just some total random. Like Dallas Braden had a perfect game. It's a really weird deal. Marcus Grant was telling us he was at David Wells' perfect game.
Oh yeah,
back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, the J.D. Martinez game was September 4th, 2017 at Dodger Stadium, and he hit 4 home runs
as a D-back.
As a D-back.
Yeah.
That's more rare than a perfect game.
Yeah, and unassisted triple play is the rarest. It's only happened like 4 times.
And no hitters, there are a few every year.
There's 1 or 2 every year.
Yeah, so that's not.
Yeah, and sometimes there's like 6 or 7. It gets weird like that.
Right.
Yeah, it's no hitters are awesome, but they're not super uncommon.
Do you have a third today, or is it you two? Or
Greg.
Oh, Bergman.
Yes, Bergman.
Greg is Wednesdays.
Yes.
Back
there shooting the lights out right now.
Is Bergman going to sit on a donut in here?
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
He had a medical emergency.
Did he really?
The emergency might be overstated.
On his bum?
Crisis.
Did he?
Yes.
On his bum?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, on his bum.
Hemorrhoids.
Oh, my God. Thank you for telling me. Okay. George Brett style.
This is the
Watch, that's my guy.
Let's go.
Yeah.
This is the only place I've ever worked where Morales brought it up yesterday. It's like we're talking
Like it was
about.
no-
Like it's no big deal. Yeah, that seems
if you want to
private
keep
to
it a
me.
secret, you should keep it to yourself.
Yeah, just sit on your donut quietly and shut up.
My son, who is affectionately nicknamed the town crier on my street, one day I'm walking down the street, and one of my neighbors, who I don't talk to very much, goes, "Hey, good luck with the colonoscopy."
Wow.
And I went, "How would you know I'm getting a colonoscopy?" He goes, "How do you think?" Jack has broadcasted it to the entire street. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It happens.
We should mention the Dodgers did win.
They did.
Alex Vesia, very exciting finish.
Nice.
He walked the bases loaded, chalked up a full count. Ultimately got the win with the strikeout.
Jansen.
Walking the bases loaded is the most helpless feeling in the world.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's like you're praying that somebody hits a rocket right at somebody and gets you out of it, because you just can't find the strike zone at all. That is a helpless
Like
feeling.
Mason earlier, it was either last year or earlier this year, goes, "Look at Kenley Jansen. He's got a bunch of saves. The Dodgers should go
Kenley
pick him
Jansen
up."
does have a bunch of
And
saves
I said,
again.
I said, "Did you
now?
forget that he's not pitching for the Angels?"
No, he's pitching in Detroit.
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Well, last year the Angels?
Yeah,
Okay.
last year the Angels.
So the thing was, he does get a lot of saves, but he also takes you through a There used to be a pitcher for the Orioles named Don Stanhouse.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
And Earl Weaver nicknamed him Full Pack because he smoked a full pack of cigarettes every time Stanhouse came into the game.
You may know this. Like, if you go back and look at some pictures of Earl Weaver, who's the manager of the Orioles through like the 70s and the 80s, if you look very closely at his uniform, you know where like the buttons come up the middle?
They put a
there's a little pouch sewn into the inside of his uniform so he could keep his cigarettes.
Oh, my God.
That's how he could not go an inning without burning a cigarette.
Can I just have a word about Kenley Jansen? I don't understand. So he's got in his career 483 saves.
No, he's going straight to the Hall of Fame. There's no question about that.
He's got a 2.60 career
That's incredibly
earned run
impressive.
average. And by the way, and in the postseason, he is 2.20 ERA and 20 saves in 65 innings. That is absolutely a Hall of Fame career, and he's better than you remember.
No, he's exactly what I remember in that he got those saves, and many times he would get you out of a jam, but never, ever pitched clean innings.
Very rarely.
Ever. Like, there was always at least one guy on base.
Well, you remember when they won the World Series during the pandemic, during 2020.
Yeah.
They benched him. Like, they stopped using him. Remember, Julio Urias was the guy that got the last outs of those big games. They basically said, because I think it was game 2 or 3. I forget exactly. Remember when Kenley had that terrible inning? He forgot to back up home plate.
Yep.
He pitched really poorly, and they punted at that point. They're like, we're just not going to use him anymore.
Yeah.
And that was the end. That was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's still going out there doing it. It's
25
crazy.
saves last year. He's got 7 this year. He just keeps on doing it.
No, he's a Hall of Famer.
And by the way, and a great guy.
Yeah.
He is such a great
He's
guy.
an enormous guy.
He is really big guy.
I thought that
He's Hall of Famer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no,
okay.
the disagreement is I wouldn't want him on my team because he gives you a heart attack every time you put him in.
Thank you. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
But
we could have used him last year.
Well, what are you talking about? They won it.
Yeah, with our starters, not with our relievers.
Yeah,
our
that's
relievers
true.
were trash last year.
So this wasn't an original thought. This was a guy named Brandon Robinson came up with a 3-team trade that we read on the air earlier and just threw it out there, in which the Lakers would give up most of their remaining first-round draft picks, and in return, they would get both Anthony Davis and Ace Bailey. So you get AD back, and you get a 20-year-old top 5 pick from last year's draft. Mase and most of the callers said, I don't want to be in the Anthony Davis business. He's hurt too much. You can't do it. I said he's exactly kind of what they need. He's a defensive center who rebounds and can score. And I thought the idea of Luka, LeBron, Austin, and Anthony Davis immediately vaults him into championship contention. If you had to say yes or no, Trav, which way are you going?
I'd do it.
You would do it?
I'd do it. I mean, we spent the last...
DeMarco, how about you? Would you welcome back Anthony Davis?
I think I would do it.
What are we got a 26-year-old Luka. Why do we want a 33-year-old broken down Anthony Davis?
He's a defensive center. He can score when you need it. He changes the perimeter defense because he's waiting near the basket. If guys like Reeves and Luka get beat off the dribble, it feels like it.
He likes to play the 4, doesn't like to play the 5.
That is a fair point that Mace is making, that he said,
likes,
I don't want to play. Like, if he came here, it'd have to be under the clear, and he would have
to play
you're
center.
the 5, and we're not taking you out of
it. Give me the 26-year-old version of him. Let me get Walker Kessler out of Utah.
Yeah, apparently they're not close on the deal.
For you to suggest that Walker Kessler and Anthony Davis are similar players is insane. Anthony Davis is going straight to the Hall of Fame.
Correct. And Walker Kessler is a young guy who is on a timeline like Luka. We don't know how good he's going to be, but give me the younger guy, the guy that's a great rim protector, a guy who's a great rebounder.
AD played more games than Kessler last year.
Kessler played 5.
Yeah.
Right.
AD played 20.
Correct. Yeah.
The battle of the Titans.
Yeah. But I don't think this is like round up the old guys for one last run. I don't think we're in that. We're built around Luka for the future.
This year when LeBron goes up there.
No,
you're not feeling the Kevin Love to the Lakers situation.
I think that would be fun. Yeah, Kevin Love to the Lakers. God.
Oh, boy.
Mark J. Spears, what was his? He says LeBron James and Kevin Love both likely to sign with the Lakers this summer. That is Mark J. Spears.
I like Kevin Love. I don't think he's going to play very much, but I like him.
What would he do for the team?
Provide you backup big minutes, like use his fouls, and he can shoot threes, which in this day and age is important.
By the way, if that's what it takes to get LeBron back at a lower number, then sure. Kevin Love.
Yeah, like so maybe that's.
I don't think Kevin Love's going to be a big number.
Yeah, that's actually Mase may have just hit it on the head. Maybe what they're saying to LeBron is, look, you agree to take our lower number, and we'll keep Bronny, and we'll bring in Kevin Love, and we'll make your last year really memorable.
All right.
So maybe that's part of this.
Part of the package.
All right.
I'm for
now,
that.
Now I want Kevin Love.
Yeah, no. If that's what it takes to get LeBron in a good number, hell yeah,
I'm in.
Kevin Love.
I'm in.
Dwayne Wade too. Come on.
Yeah, why not? All right, guys.
Chris Bosh out of retirement.
Have a great show. I got to get in the car so I can hear everything that you say for the next 3 hours.
Hurry up.
Let's
DeMarco
go.
and Travis next. We're back tomorrow at noon, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.